I killed the kitten on the way here today.
Elon, first of all, big fan.
We could start raising horses and sell their cum.
I'm done with police content, and I just...
Really?
This is crazy. Oh, dude, that looks like a very pointy hat. I'll take it.
We made it 26 seconds.
Hard cut to Cody has 2 holes cut in the eyes for that one.
We can all agree the masks were a good idea. God damn it. All right, Grand Wizard, would you like to lead us into the Unsub podcast?
Jesus. Are we doing it?
I guess we are doing it.
Yeah, that's a great start right there.
It's a great start. We want to welcome the new year in properly.
Yeah, we're bringing it in right. Cody, get it going.
3, 2, 1.
Oh, that was
Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Unsubscribed podcast. I'm joined today by Eli Double Tap, Brandon Herrera, who is finally back in town. Fuck you. And Mr. Demolition Ranch, Matt.
Howdy.
And our boy, Cody.
Hello.
Hi.
I'm here too.
Dude, it's been a year since you've been on.
Yeah, I didn't realize that. You told me that right before we started, and I was like, it hasn't been a year. And he was like, "You were
last
on
Christmas."
Yeah, you were on the last Christmas, and I was like,
forgot that.
"Oh yeah, that was a year ago.
And that year went really fast.
Really, really fast.
Really, really fast. Kentucky, he lived this year, so that's great.
Yeah, no major. He wasn't trying to get any attention this year like he was the other year.
Yeah.
Trying to purse merch.
It was
Trying to
all
make
for
it all
attention.
about himself.
Did you say perch some merch?
Yeah. He goes hard on that. How you been, bro? It's
Been good.
Dude, you've been doing what? Now you have your off the ranch. Well, it's the your abandoned resort.
Yeah.
Which you're going full in on that thing.
Yeah, I've lost all my money, so it's cool. Yeah, it's been great.
Is it going good?
Yeah, it's going good. I mean, it's just at the part where it only takes money, doesn't make money, you know? So I'm hoping that in 2024 we get over that hump. But we'll see.
And everything else is going good. The caving shit was the craziest thing.
When do y'all want to go in the cave?
Oh, no, never. Not one.
You wouldn't do it?
Not one
I would
moment.
love
in
to
my
go in
life.
your cave.
Let's do it.
I would love
Let's
to get
do
in
it.
that cave.
Yeah. You
We'll
can't
be
come.
your Ted.
we just had
I'll be your Ted the Caver.
We had Wendigoon on recently. He did that thing with Hunter where they did the Ted the Caver podcast. It's like, no, I don't ever want to touch a cave, dude.
Not now.
That shit stresses me out. Have you guys seen the TikToks where it's like the guys that are like, they're basically like just completely straight in the cave, like trying to inch forward, and then it starts flooding.
Have you seen my cave videos?
I saw
There's
like
this much air and on one part, and you have to do this to get through.
I saw like
did it?
10 seconds of it, and it
I've
stressed
done it
me
a
the
bunch,
fuck out.
and it's really fun and safe. We can do it safely.
I would love. Dude,
No one's died so far.
How do they do it safely though?
You just don't die.
One time he's gonna be like, no one's died. He goes back, comes back. He's like, okay, some people have died. Don't know how long they've been in there. Those are some bones, right?
No one I know has died.
Like, look, all right, well, I didn't die, and I was the only one there, so it's 100% safety rating.
So far as I know, it's 100% success rate.
Dude, the caves are terrifying. They're the one
It is very scary.
The one in Russia. Yours doesn't go down. Yours is more like down.
Ours is just flat the whole way.
Which is,
But it's
a
full.
quarry
It's half full of water the whole way.
Yeah, until
That
you get to a
stresses me
point.
out.
Well, yeah, and then have y'all watched the like second and third videos?
I've watched them.
I don't want to watch that.
We pumped the water out of the cave because it got to a point where there was this much air, and we were like, we can't go that far. So we pumped the water out of the cave, and then we went back in there and kept crawling through mud, and then it goes up into this room with all these stalactites and stalagmites everywhere.
No shit.
It was insane.
cool.
And then it goes further, and we went down that way too, and we were like, all that, if it filled back up with water right now, we're just stuck in this room. So that was kind of scary.
And then you hear the
Yeah,
pump turn
man.
off. And you're like,
I wouldn't do that
fuck.
again. No, because we could see the water trickling back in there, but it was like barely. So it probably takes weeks to fill up.
It's an aquifer,
Probably,
so-
I don't know.
Probably.
But anyway, we went like far back, and then it kept going, and I was like, I'm done. Like it was getting steamy. There were like 8 of us, and I was like, we're running out of oxygen back here, I think. So it was nerve wracking.
See,
It was like,
Are you in?
I want to do it so bad.
But we wouldn't do that. We would just go to the part that you can go without pumping water because it's all full of water again now. So we would just go back to the fun part.
Oh, so it fills up that quick. Yeah,
Well, no,
I definitely want to do that.
That was
with you.
over a month ago. So yeah,
I'm gonna
Anyway,
need like at least like a Xanax and a half.
If you don't do it, you're a puss.
All right.
Stop falling asleep.
You heard it here first. If
gonna-
Donut doesn't do it, big puss.
I'm gonna suffocate
Big
because I'm a
pussy.
puss.
Just a racist us.
Hey, don't worry about my Grand Wizard hat now.
Bringing it 2024 with new colors.
Well, no. There wasn't nothing wrong with the old colors.
It's like, oh god. The like the cave, because you have Ted the Cave, you have those horror stories. Putty Cave, where that dude died upside down.
Oh, I heard about that. Yeah. All right, never mind. I'm not going to the cave again.
Dude, that one's crazy because it's like, I can slip through, and then like, oh,
He's
you're
like,
stuck.
and I can't go anywhere
Yeah,
now.
just down. Just head in the fucking water. No one
What a
can help
miserable
you.
death.
and then they can't, and they
Just kill me.
And they left him in there and blew him up.
Yep.
Closed him in there.
Yep. Literally what they did. They're like, yeah, they just left the body in there because they couldn't recover.
They were saying it was too dangerous for them to even crawl down that shaft to go get his dead body out. They knew he was dead. And so they were like, let's just close him up in there. And they closed him up in there, and he's buried in
Holy
there.
fuck.
His one
They
brother.
blew it up so no one else could go in.
Yep. There was one, I think it was his brother or someone, was the only one that could get past that one spot. Everyone was like, they're like, we can't get past this one spot. So he got through, went, his brother's like, I'm stuck. I can't do anything. And they were trying to wiggle. He was trying to pull. And you're like, this much movement. You're like, did I do it?
Yeah.
You
It's like
barely
gravity
can
is
do
fighting you the whole time.
You can't get
Because
comfortable.
I remember on the Windogoon podcast, like we conflated two stories. It was like the one that they did with Internet Historian, like that story, and then the Putty Cave. Like there were two different ones because that one, the guy was stuck for like 17 days.
What?
And it became like a national news story. Like the newspapers were covering it and everything like that. Like the fucking president was involved.
Did he live?
No, he died.
So they just like, and they wait outside the cave, and everyone.
So anyway,
like,
about your cave.
Yeah.
That was the Putty Cave one?
No, that was a different one. That wasn't
okay.
Putty Cave.
There's
I've never heard the Putty Cave one.
Dude, the Putty Cave one, it's because it was one spot they got through, and he's like, cool, there's another opening down here. So when he went down, he positioned himself upside down. He was going to scoot, and he just got hooked. And then his body could not move, and there was no leverage.
So we had cave YouTubers come in because they were excited about it. And they found a bunch of little caves on the property. And it's like you're scooting through a tiny passage. And I was like, why on earth would you ever like this? But it's because they're messed up in the brain.
Yeah.
And they want to know what is at the end of that tunnel. And there's never anything. You know, it always just keeps going, or it just ends in a little point. But they're always like, but what if there's something? And no one's ever been here before.
They've watched Goonies one too many times because it's like, dude, I think we're niche. I think like gun tubers.
Yeah.
Oh, we're super fucking niche. There's no way we'll ever like really take off. And then I remember that there's fucking caving YouTubers
Yep.
Well,
that are
that's
mega successful.
That's the thing too, is like there's nothing that's ever been discovered, like a place that no human has ever stepped foot, and that's why they want to go down there and do that. Where it's like
Virgin cave.
it's like stepping on the moon. It's like no man has ever been there, and then if you find a certain part of a cave, no man has ever been
Which
there.
they did. They
That-
found Virgin Cave. They like busted through this little tiny sliver. They like drilled it out, and they found Virgin Cave. And like I went in it after them, and it's like it was miserable. I'm all scratched and bruised all over from it, and I'm sweating, and I'm just like, I just want out of here. And they're like, but what's that? You want to see the end? And I'm like, no, I'm done. Like I'm tired of crawling on rocks.
But what if there's treasure? Yes, Blackbeard came and was like,
Hid it
I'm gonna
down
keep
there.
digging in.
This
It's like,
place you keep saying no human has ever been to. There's definitely
What if
gold
there's
doubloons
gold?
at the end.
But it's they're just like, what if? They're excited by it, you know, which I get. We're excited about weird
kinda
things.
cool.
And yeah.
well, that's the crazy thing is because those virgin caves can open up and expand into fucking monstrosities.
That's another thing they're looking for is just what if there's a huge room?
and that's
That is exciting.
Vervinka cave is the one in Russia, that huge one. Like until it was discovered in the 1960s, and then until 1990s, they're like, we've explored it all, and it was 440 meters deep. So it's like 1,000.
What the fuck?
1,000. How many feet is that?
And then they
440 meters? Yeah, it's like 1,300.
Yeah, so 1,300 feet straight down, or not straight down. You're like, and they were like, holy shit, we found all this stuff. And then in 2010, they were re-exploring it, found a new entrance. That fucking cave went from 1,440 meters, ended up being 2,224 meters deep. So 7,000 feet deep that thing went. Once they started exploring, they're like, holy shit. And it keeps going and going. It takes 7 days to get to the bottom of it.
Yeah.
And then
Hollow
you gotta
Earth.
go back up.
Exactly. Well, it's a terrifying thing. When they were exploring that deep portion, it wasn't raining, or the rainy season just happened. So they were down there, it takes days for the rain to start cycling in. So they're like, oh, storm's going on. We're fine. And then it started filling all the way up. It filled up.
Terrifying.
Yeah.
Yes.
This reminds me of like playing Fallout New Vegas and like going to like the deepest, darkest part of a cave for no reward.
Oh, yeah.
You just spent hours going down like, oh yeah, there's nothing here.
You're like,
I guess I have to walk all the way back out for fucking nothing.
So-
Oh, this is super cool.
But 7,000 feet. Think, like a Statue of Liberty is what, 305 feet? This is 7,000
You
feet
gotta
deep.
climb it that many times.
Wait, the Statue of Liberty
And
is
crawl through
305 feet?
passages.
Oh, France, what the hell?
They shorted us.
Fuck you.
Fuck y'all. Should have made it bigger.
Thanks for the gift.
You're
But that's-
welcome for Normandy,
You're
assholes.
saying Statue of Liberty, like that's walking upstairs. This is a cave. It's like there's climbing involved and like crawling, and it's not just like stairway up all the way 7,000 feet.
Roping down. and
There's
shit.
roping and yeah.
The rope on the first descent's like, I think it was 160 feet
Yep.
for the first descent. And then you're like, oh, and that's why when they found it in 2010 or whenever, found the new hole, and they're like, cool, let's explore. It was a 300-foot descent, and they're like, we don't have the ropes to even touch the bottom of this. So then they went, got more rope, and then continue exploring.
That's like a different kind of claustrophobia to me. Like to me, like it's just the anxiety of
They must not
if
feel
I
that.
want to get out,
Yeah.
I want to be able to get out in 10 seconds.
You
or
want to be able to
less.
see that light the whole time.
Yeah.
They must not feel that though.
That Earth just, you're like, man, Earth would just kill. Like, that is an instantaneous death.
Yeah.
If there's a shift
fuck
in the tectonic plate, it's like,
Boom, squish.
you're gone. No one will ever find your body for as long as you live. You are dead.
Well, as long as you live.
Bad words.
For as long
so-
as the human
but-
species lives.
But you enjoyed it a little bit.
Yes, but you'll have to see my cave because after this podcast, I'll show you my cave
That's why we're
you
feeding
coming
you
on
White
me?
Claw.
because it's just fun.
After we're
and
done
it's-
with this podcast,
it's
you
all
can see my
flat
cave.
and you're swimming through this deep of water, so you're kind of like crawling, swimming, and it's really cool. It's neat.
Which part of it did you enjoy? Like what was kind of like, if you could analyze for yourself, like what was the dopamine release? What did you enjoy out of that whole deal?
So it took us like 3 different times to get, like the first time I went 10 feet in and there's crickets all over the ceiling and I was like, nope. Because there's this much air and it's covered in crickets.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, nah, I'm done. And I got back out. I didn't have a wetsuit or anything, so the water's freezing. And the second time I was like, I'm going past the crickets. And I still didn't have a wetsuit, but it was
You
like,
brave soul.
It was a week later and I went in, but I was like, someone needs to go with me. So the first time no one was there to go with me. And the second time, a couple people went with me. And I went past the crickets and they're like falling in the water and it's like, ah, and it was gross. But we went like further back to where I'm like, I think this is as far as we should go. Like we couldn't see light anymore. And then the next time we were like, let's go further. And we got wetsuits so we weren't like freezing the whole time. And we went all the way back to where we couldn't go any further. And then the next time we pumped the water out. So it was like every time we went a little further, got a little braver. I was also just worried like the water would poison me. And I was like, well, I didn't die the first 3 times in the water, so I'm probably fine. There's no amoebas in my brain.
Yeah.
you start
no
drinking
new ones
it to
anyway.
build up immunity.
Yep,
Yeah.
exactly. Just a little bit at a time.
Who's the person that got afraid? I swear someone like freaked out in one of your caving videos. Like
Besides me? I don't know. I did.
They couldn't breathe. Or
Clint.
Clint
That was
freaked
Clint.
out.
Yeah, Clint.
Yeah.
Clint. So there's one part where there's like this much air, but on the right side of the room, like the right side of the tunnel, it's like this much air, and he didn't know there was more on the left side. So I found this passage. I was going through the left, like
Fuck that, dude.
He
no,
went through-
no, I'm already done, dude. Fuck that.
he went this way to where he's like, and he's like, I can't breathe, and he like bailed, but he didn't know there was like I thought he could see it, and he couldn't see it. So he freaked out because he was like, I don't know how Matt did that, and I was like, did you go through the left side? He's like, there was a left side. I didn't know that.
And I'm over here watching the video like, I know how Matt did that. I just don't know why Matt did that.
In case there's gold.
Do people know like where your property is now?
Yeah.
Okay, so can I say cave without a name?
Yeah.
Okay, so your caves are probably connected with the cave without
Very
a name.
possible. Yeah, like 3 miles away. No, it's less than that because it's
Oh,
three,
wow,
3 miles
okay.
down a road. It's probably like 1 mile away. There's a huge cave system that like is a public cave people can go take tours in and stuff. So there's got to be some connections from mine.
Just thinking of like,
It's called
dude,
cave
some-
without a name.
Yeah.
randomly
call
some
her.
dude just pops up at your cave system. You're just like,
Says I've been lost.
well,
that's the thing.
lost for 17 days.
If we can find the connection, we can get into Cave Without a Name without paying the entrance fee. We just go through mine,
that's
walk
the
over
real
there.
winner. Yeah.
Just trick people.
I like what you're saying. It's like when you break up with a girlfriend. It's like you search out the cave without a name.
I'm glad you were listening to that joke. You guys were like talking Cody. That's why Cody started laughing.
I didn't hear it.
He got it.
That's pretty good.
It's like, I need to call her.
Yeah, I should call her. Yeah.
Call the cave without a name.
That's in your phone. Like, why are you getting a FaceTime from the cave without a name?
Don't worry about it, baby. Don't worry about it.
Hello. But everything else you're doing, your gun content also, which crushing everyone. I mean, now we're just with nothing but gun tubers, essentially.
Can we talk about the gun tuber range day that we did?
Yeah,
absolutely.
we
Hell
would
yeah,
love
brother.
to. I want to know your perspective of how many people showed up.
Yeah. So I was kind of at first so y'all did this thing, what, 2 times before?
Yeah.
And so,
like that, yeah.
and I had come to the last one and saw like, yeah, there were like 50 people there or whatever, and it was cool. And then we were like, let's do it bigger. And so I was like not really wanting to put too much effort into the range day because I was like, well, you know, there might not be that many people that show up. And then we were like, well, let's just go ahead and build a nice big range because we need it anyway, and just in case it's huge. And then like, I don't know, 300 people showed up.
300 people on the sign up sheet, which means like 350, 400 people actually.
And it was, and like big names were there, big YouTubers and big real like mainstream celebrities. And yeah, it was 100% total success in my book. Like couldn't have been any better.
You like all y'all just put together an amazing event. Like, I already said walking that corner because
Oh my
we
God.
didn't
that
realize how far that drive was.
That was
It's
a
like,
big fail on our part. Is whoever was at the gate, Leslie and Darius, they had never been back to the range, and they didn't know that you can't just walk it. It's a 20-minute walk. Yeah, we have this
But
dirt
we still
road.
had a really, really big range day despite that.
Yep, it was great. But yeah, it was perfect. But yeah, the walk was rough. But then yeah, when you turn the corner, what were you saying?
that walk is for reference. You hear the gunfire in the distance, like, man, it's right around the corner. You turn a corner and it just keeps going. You're like, how far?
It's a long dirt road to actually get to the range from where
You gotta
Eli
drive
parked.
there.
Well, there was a lot, and that's what's crazy. You had a bunch of cars parked out at that point. I was
I
like,
had
man,
no
this
idea
is
they were doing
popping.
that.
Yeah.
And then I turned left on
There's
that last
cars
left.
everywhere.
Yes, it is a fucking parking lot.
I got there like an hour early and just saw the amount of people parked out there, what the range looked like, everything. And that was peak anxiety for me. Just like, oh, Jesus Christ. I thought there was going to be like 150 people here.
That's kind of what I expected. Yeah.
It was, you round that, like, this doesn't even kick off for another hour and a half, hour.
Already more people than I thought would be here.
That's what
Someone's gonna get shot today.
Tim and Goldberg even talked about that. They were like, I thought it was like 30 people that were going to be there.
I think Goldberg just went to like support us because he's like, those guys, I'll go just support. And then he showed up. He's like, oh shit, like this is huge. Like he's just being a nice guy and go. You know, I don't even think he shot guns. There were so many people. He just had guns on his back and he's like, I don't need to go shoot guns here. It was insane.
He's Goldberg.
But we did mess up one thing that we have to remedy before the next one. We need a freaking name for this thing. It can't just be Range Day.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
We just call it Creator Range Day has been like our thing. Because like, I don't know what else to call it. It's like, this is just Range Day for creators.
Yeah.
You know? If you make stuff and you have a following, like,
I just
Range
posted,
Day Rally.
I posted on Twitter asking for
Good job,
suggestions.
buddy.
Range Day Rally.
I just like
Donut can wear his hat.
I know. Welcome to Range Day Rally.
also your home
Rally
screen.
today.
No, that's Tuesday night meetings, Donut.
Oh, not that one.
Your home screen's so cute.
What is it? Me and my family. Oh yeah, it's me,
you and
Mayor.
your wife.
Danger Range. I asked for.
Danger Ranger.
I asked for suggestions.
Danger Ranger.
America Package Day.
Oh, that sounds like
That's
that's
a terrorist
awful.
act.
Based Bros Range Day.
that's Ted Kaczynski.
Yeah.
American Package Day. Surprise.
Terrible name.
Berm Busters.
The Industrial Revolution
The
was a
Berm
mistake.
Bus.
Pew Pew Palooza.
The Industrial Revolution and its consequences have been a disaster for mankind.
Wait, Pew Pew Palooza.
Demo Nut Guy. That sounds gross.
Demo's nut.
Point and Shooty Patootie.
Who made these?
I
You
just,
also-
No.
Also, your average audience is like 17, 16.
yep.
Oh God, I didn't
The Dad Range Day Donut AK Guy Demo. DAD.
Dad.
Okay, all right.
Do you want to come on, Dad? Come to what? Come to Dad.
Come on, Dad. I mean, to Dad. I mean,
Come in, Dad.
oh.
No.
The Pray and Spray Range Day.
Pray and spray. Yeah, that's actually a hard one to come up with a good name.
Catholic VBS.
Any good ones in there? You're like, nah.
I'm reading the best ones.
What did you
God.
just put it out?
I just put it on Twitter when I was sitting on the couch over there.
Oh wait, that.
you already-
Oh wow, that was since. Okay, never mind. I was like, huh? No, it's hard coming up with a name like that. That's
Stop
on you guys.
resisting Range Day.
I'm not gonna open my mouth.
Cody's like,
let me put this back on.
It's always his go-to. He's like, well, time to put the hat back on.
Oh, hell.
Demolition Man, kind of like Burning Man, but with guns.
Demolition Man's not bad.
I like Demolition Man. Guys, if you haven't watched Demolition Man recently, please watch it. It's one of the best action movies of all time.
3 shells.
You don't know how to use the three
You don't know how
seashells?
to use the seashells, dude?
I didn't realize it was like cussing was illegal in that when they go to the future, that future he wakes up in. I forgot the entire plot point on that entire movie until I rewatched it. I was like,
Well, a lot of people
I
are
haven't seen
comparing
that in, like,
that
15
to
years.
like these days, where it's like you can't curse, you can't say this, you get a ticket, you get a ticket.
I need to watch that. I haven't seen that.
dude, you got dethroned, by the way.
On what? Oh, yeah, on the top podcast episode. I saw that with
Really? Who was it?
Fat Electrician.
Yep, Nick.
Two
Nick's
of them.
Oh, shit.
3,
He's got
I think now.
3?
I don't know. What is
Yeah.
the number
his,
on
his
that?
just smoked him.
You guys need to do you guys actually need to do an episode together.
Yeah, that'd be
'cause
cool.
That have not happened yet.
You guys should fight.
You
All right, we
Oh, that
did,
would
and
be
he took
great.
me out real fast.
Yeah.
He's a
roll
purple
you,
belt,
or-
right?
It turns out
Oh.
Nick is very big and very strong and
Very
is,
strong
is a purple
and
belt.
a purple belt.
Dude, the reason he's a purple belt is because he doesn't have the caliber of fighters, I want to say, in his gym that can put him in black belt. So he's been doing it for a decade now. So
Yeah,
he's technically
We wrestled in about
A black belt.
4 seconds. I was like, yeah, tap. I'm done.
I would bet he would have people that could put him as a black belt if he was here in Texas.
Oh yeah.
Maybe he should come to.
Does he want to move?
should
Is he
move to
Iowa?
Texas.
Where-
Yeah, he's Iowa.
Iowa.
He's still in Iowa. Yeah, we're
Yeah,
trying to
yeah.
get him. He's looking though. He is looking.
That's how it
the,
starts.
the only thing they've got in Iowa is a caucus, which is a little sus, if I'm being honest.
Cock sauce?
Cock sauce, yeah.
Yeah, they only have a cock sauce there.
Well,
They have Slipknot.
That
is
is
true.
from Iowa.
You didn't know that?
No.
because if you were
is?
from Iowa, you
Yeah.
would push your fingers into your eyes.
Jesus fucking Christ.
That was a Nick joke. I hope he.
That was a dad
appreciated
joke. That was a strong dad
I
joke.
love that song.
Which one?
Push your fingers into your eyes.
Oh
That
my
was a
god.
Slipknot joke. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm fucking
You
stupid.
didn't catch it. You
No,
fucking.
I'm
You're
retarded.
a fucking dad.
I'm the worst guy at music.
I know
Period.
you listen to anime music.
Sometimes.
All right, let me tell a story about Elon.
You just told me this one last week, and I fucking loved it.
Okay, so my first time visiting Texas. I think it was my first time visiting. Eli and
I suddenly remembered the story.
Eli and I are driving around. I probably told Brandon about it. I'm like, this motherfucker. So I'm driving around with Eli, and he's like, "What do you listen to?" I'm like, "I don't care." And he puts on music. It's fucking anime theme song music. It's just like, like it's very
what?
it's very inspirational.
What was that?
Don't worry about it. It's like the theme song to every anime ever. And I'm like, holy fuck, this guy listens to this? This is crazy.
This is what he wants to listen to? Oh. Yeah, you were like, oh, this guy's weird.
Eli drives down the road and listens to anime theme songs, by the way.
In his Chrysler 300 back.
In his Chrysler 300.
Yeah, dude. Back at your,
Exactly. It was in your-
back at your old place, dude. Like when we went for your fucking birthday, like you just like riding around those fucking curves.
Oh,
Back where
yeah,
you
I
used to
could
live.
rip through that thing with
My
no problem. I'd just be
God.
like,
Dude, you would white knuckle driving with Eli. Fucking hell.
You remember I vomited after
Yeah.
we got into your car that one time? Because Eli, okay.
At the range?
Yes.
After we went to the range.
Yeah, the range. You guys are like just moved or not moved yet, and we are like, that was the birthday weekend, which was
It was like 4 fucking years ago.
my favorite birthday of all time.
Oh my god.
Because Eli used to be a race car driver, so he's like handling these curves crazy. We get out, I fucking vomit while we're listening to anime music in his car, and he's just like, easy day. That was
Because
ridiculous.
now we're all like fucking best friends, but like back then, like we weren't that fucking tight. And so I'm thinking like, if I puke in Eli's car, it's just the end for me. And as soon as we get out, you vomit in the fucking ditch, and I'm like, thank God.
I'm like, what's up, guys? What's wrong? Yeah, I was motion sick. Huh? Why? I was driving very fast through every corner, and I don't slow down. I'm like, man, we're good.
The whole time I'm thinking, I'm a bitch. I'm a bitch.
Well, that
Don't say anything. Don't say it.
That is my favorite birthday that I probably will ever have. That is the 2020 peak birthday of, we are 35, 36, however old I was. We're all in our 30s. You're still 20.
Brandon's 18.
18. He just turned 19, I think. Then.
Yeah, 23.
I'm 14.
Brandon's
You're in
12 and
trouble.
he's already shaving.
And then, what do we do for my 21st or my 35th birthday, whatever birthday? Do we go to the club? Do we go to bars? Fuck no. We get shit wrecked at my house out in the country. Stream video games, have air mattress blows up all over the living room.
And watch
Got
Ford v
fucking-
Ferrari.
Got tattoos.
Got tattoos also, dude. And got
Was that when you got the toe tattoos?
I still got to get that
one of them? Yeah,
I got to get the gang tat still.
You get the gang tat?
had the best stream ever with people
Yeah.
saying TOS words,
Gamer words.
gamer words, and they didn't know, and it was they were like and then he's like just playing. Turns back to like, well, you can't say that, and then Brandon's like, wait, you can't say gamer word.
I was in the
Nobody knows
kitchen
this
doing
happened.
other things. Like, it was a fucking good night, dude.
Yeah. You're doing other things.
I was doing other things
doing?
in the kitchen. We don't talk about those things.
It was such a good time.
It was a Cat 5 night.
It was a Cat 5, yeah.
Oh yeah, that was a Cat 5 all the way.
But anyways, the next morning, we fucking vomited after Eli drove us to the range.
Yeah, that was
It was a good range day.
that was just a blast. That was one of my favorite moments. Like probably a birthday that will never, because it felt like I was 14 again, just playing video games with the guys. It was
the
like,
boys.
this is great. And this was the first time you were hanging out with everyone I wanted, or one of the first times.
Can I tell the story about Best?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, well, we were talking about just a bunch of like sensitive group shit, whatever. Like we all just like talk back and forth about what's going on in our lives. And at that point, like, so that was my first time really hanging out with the group all together.
Get that man a claw, Cody.
And then Matt Best had, we're talking shit, and he's just like, oh God, like he's like, who the fuck is this guy? Because like he didn't really know who I was.
Yeah.
He's like, okay,
Brandon
so-
was just blowing up at that time.
Yeah, pretty new to the group as a whole. He's like, all right, well, if any of this shit leaks to the internet, I just know I'll have to fucking cut your fucking head off. And then Eli looks at me like dead in the eyes, like he'll fucking do it too. And then on my fucking flight home, I just download his book because it just came out at the time on Audible. And I get to the point where he talks about cutting someone's fucking head off. And I'm like, oh God, they were fucking serious.
Brandon was like, when he made that joke, they weren't joking.
Like, I'm not going back to Texas ever.
I can't leak anything.
Yeah,
They'll kill me.
It hits fucking different when you know the person who said, I'll cut your fucking head off. You have verifiable DOD approved evidence that they've cut some motherfucker's head off.
I'm gonna close that and just sit here. Never make those guys mad. That sounds like a really good idea.
And here we are, and it's all worked out.
And then we're all besties.
He hasn't cut any of our heads off yet.
Not yet.
No, not yet.
Yo, do you do vet shit anymore?
Not really.
Do you still
When was the
own
last time you
clinic?
killed a kitten?
I sold the clinic.
Really? No
Yeah,
shit. I didn't
sold
know
it.
that.
Well, congratulations.
I killed the kitten on the way here today, so I could get here faster. I was running a little late, so
He boop, teleported.
my truck's not outside.
Yeah,
Just
Also, a family got killed. He was on the highway. He's like, I'm not gonna make it. So the truck just ghost rides the
no. If I kill 4 kittens at once, I can bring the truck too.
Oh no!
Yeah.
All right, can I ask something? We haven't done it since I've been on the podcast so far. The offenders. Like we had a superhero group called the Offenders.
We haven't done it. in a while.
Matt's was
Killing kittens.
he snaps a kitten's head, and then he can teleport anywhere as long as he has one kitten per teleport.
Yep.
What was yours?
Mine was shitting to go the speed of light, or Captain Cuckold, which was I could move at the speed of light. It's just when I get there, I can't do anything for, I think it was like 1 minute.
That's my favorite.
That's
and
pretty
I love
funny.
that because I'm like,
You're just taking,
hello, lady. And she's like, help me. I was like, technically,
I got 58 seconds left.
I have
Just phasing
phasing
through.
through. I'm like, can you call the police? See, nothing. Just hold on now.
you're taking great notes.
Yeah, you're doing good.
The suspect has brown eyes, short Mexican. That's all I'm doing is just taking notes.
Which is about 60% of San Antonio.
Didn't narrow it down at all. What were you going on with
Oh
this?
God, I wasn't trying to
Donuts
go
is
on with
great.
it. I was trying to avoid my superpower.
You can
Why?
fly,
Yours
right?
I can fly
as long as
I say racial slurs.
Yeah. So the whole bit is that we can pick our superpower, but the gang has to pick our offset.
So you have to do something bad to do something good.
Yes.
What's yours?
I believe mine
like
is that I'm
Deadpool.
invincible, but I just have to fucking.
GVAN,
What do you mean?
Work on this segment so he doesn't say that word.
Self forever sleep.
So he can.
I just have to sewer slide, but I technically can't die. I'll just wake up the next day.
But the best part of it is his previous corpse does stay. He doesn't know what happened on that day. So there's a blank spot in his memory.
Imagine just waking up in the morning and you just see yourself like fucking from the ceiling fan. Just
You're like, oh,
Oh shit!
I gotta clean that up now.
Whoa! There's a whole body.
fuck.
First off, that ceiling fan is strong.
so yesterday was a bad day.
What made it that bad? Wake up, back up two. Now it's two bodies. You're like, shit! What?
But he doesn't remember it, right?
Yeah, exactly.
He wakes up screaming. Ah!
There's 18 fucking bodies.
That's just where he's waking up and he goes, that fan would be more balanced if there was two of me up there.
And you just start doing it for fun.
There's like 18, 19. It's like a wind chime. Like
That was the apartment's starting to stink a little bit.
How long have I been doing this for? I still
so
think-
why'd you bring that up?
Yeah. Who came up with the Offenders? Was that you?
I forget
Dude,
what.
it was
Yeah.
great
early
idea.
days.
That's OG Unsub, I think.
Very funny.
yeah.
Someone find it. Meat Canyon just needs to. I want him to. Either we film one and we spend like a solid $5 to $10 to make like a 5-minute skit about it,
my
because
God.
that would be 100% worth it in my opinion.
Yes.
Yep.
With the VFX, we'll have corridor.
And you can get free kittens at the pound and no one cares about them.
see. Jesus.
Like, well, I want you to know this, but the kittens at the pound are free. You just take them.
Yep. And you don't have to do anything with them. You just,
Oh man, I hate, like, in my head I can envision we're losing, like we have our ass beat, and then you see the Demo's feet appear and the camera slowly pans up.
and I just
The
drop a
kittens
dead
loose bodies
kitten.
like and he drops it.
Just get a beanie
Your
baby.
hero's here. It's like,
What do you need?
yeah, just snapping a neck.
And they're like, pick this car up off me. I'm like, oh, I don't have super strength. I can just teleport. So
So you pull the
sorry.
second kitten out of your pocket. Bail.
You remember we were talking about like Demo gets tired of going to the kitchen to get a beer, so he's like, he's got a bag of kittens, and he's just like, all right, beer, snap back to his couch.
You get to your car and you're like, oh, my keys are in the bedroom. And then, I'm back.
You're going to hit that mark. I think we discussed it. You will hit a mark where you have that. It's like, I don't.
Where you have no feelings for the kittens anymore. Yeah.
They're a resource.
You kill kittens on the daily.
Every time some like country family throws a bag of kittens in the river, you're like, oh, infinite ammo.
They kill kittens at the pounds every day. Might as well just give them to me. I'll take a bag.
Dad,
you
I
kill
for-
a kitten to go get the bag of free kittens to kill.
It's investing.
Infinite ammo hack.
They forgot their bag at home. I'll get it, honey.
Yeah. He forgot his lunchbox for school. I'll go get it.
That's 3 kittens. Three kittens just to get a lunchbox, and you're A-okay
Your kids are
with
just
that.
traumatized
But
when they figure
save
out like,
45 minutes.
God.
Does the kitten go with you, or does it drop wherever you were?
I think it goes with me, and I drop it in the new place.
definitely funnier.
I come
That's way
through,
funnier.
and then I'm like, "Hello," and I just have this mangled kitten. I'm like,
Greetings. You go to save kids in a burning building and you're holding a dead cat. Ooh, no, don't worry about that. Come on, click in front of them. Double trauma.
Teleports back. Your child is sick. Broke the wrong neck. Teleport away.
Bail out.
I'm out of here. He can never get captured.
Jesus.
Did you?
Does it work for just kittens or like the crackhead in the cell next to him?
Well, that's
Does
what
that
it would
work?
be. That
or
experiment.
if I try like a baby possum, what would happen?
Yeah.
you halfway
You
to.
got to give me a baby possum if you find one.
Okay, we'll do.
By the way.
Oh, that would make Heather so happy.
Oh, dude, Heather would love a baby possum. So if anyone out there finds a baby possum,
Send it to mailing address.
mail it to my P.O. box.
You just get a P.O. box full of dead baby possums.
Don't do that, guys. But if you're in the
never
Texas
mind.
area and you find a baby possum, please let me know.
That doesn't have rabies.
That doesn't have. Wait, they can't get rabies, right?
They for sure can, but yeah, they probably wouldn't because if something had rabies and it bit them, it would probably kill them. Like they would just kill them.
I thought their body temperature was too low; they couldn't get.
I've never heard
rabies or
this.
something.
And
Oh,
he's
Jesus,
a doctor.
vet too.
No, but I mean,
God.
yeah, they're not a high risk.
fucked up.
There's only
I
a
have
couple high
rabies.
risk rabies. It's like raccoons and.
Wait, hold on. When'd you get bit by a possum?
Don't worry about it, dude.
Oh, fuck.
Why did you get? Never mind.
Now I want to know if that's actually. I've never heard that before, and it could be true.
I'm gonna die.
How long would you get bit?
How's Off the Ranch doing?
Good. I changed the name to Matt Carricker.
I saw that. I actually saw that recently. Yeah.
It was just
what inspired you to do that?
I've been wanting to do it for like 2 years because every video on Off the Ranch was on a ranch, and so it just didn't make any sense.
Scoot back a little.
So yeah, I don't know. I just named it Matt Carricker.
No.
No real reason except I thought Off the Ranch was dumb.
I think one good thing you did. It fucking sucks that you had to do this, but you don't put gun content on that channel. And that's
I wish I could put all my videos on one channel. That'd be way nicer.
But advertising wise,
Yeah.
it makes a huge.
But there's some
difference.
advertisers who are like, they know I'm the gun guy, but they still are like, as long as it's on the non-gun channel, we'll advertise with you.
So like when you're negotiating sponsored deals, they don't want the gun channel specifically.
Well, I mean,
No
there's
shit.
some of my advertisers on the gun channel on Demolition Ranch are like, don't put any guns while you're talking about our product. I'm like, why? And they're like, we just have what? And
The rules are weird
Yeah,
with
it's
like
weird.
gun specific.
I'm like, there'll be guns literally right after I'm done talking about it. They're like, that's fine.
Well, a lot of them probably just want to clip it for socials like Facebook and shit, where they want to be able to reuse it.
Yeah, probably so.
because it makes a huge difference. We've discussed it many times where it's like that's why Unsub's very specific, and we're like, hey, we won't touch this. We'll talk about it all day long, just won't show it because.
So I shouldn't pull my fucking gun out.
That's your dick.
I hate it how advertisers won't go near guns.
I'm surprised yours are like the bravest adverts.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah.
Cody's are like
You have
they're
guns
like,
and murder.
yeah, I have a product I want to put right in between here. Could you?
I really don't understand it. How many like advertisers won't touch guns, but they'll touch your stuff. Like you make more in ad revenue than I do on fucking sponsored ads, and your videos literally contain like people getting shot and killed.
Oh, it's murder.
It's fucking insane.
Yeah.
Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I'm glad you guys do. I'm glad the
Thank
advertisers
you.
do because I like you to have a good living. But holy fuck,
Yeah. I don't know why, but I appreciate everything that they do.
I'm just thinking about those meetings. It's like, yeah, could you put our Raid Shadow Legends in between somewhere in this?
Right.
Black man gets shot by cops.
Right
Can we
before
tell-
the cop hits him with the car.
Yeah. Look,
Can we do it right before that?
there.
can we tell the Raid Shadow Legends story?
Oh, what's the Raid Shadow?
Wait,
Why you don't do raid ads?
Oh, because they asked too much, or
No, because your voice.
oh god.
Yeah.
Because you're funny
Do you know
ad
the
voice.
story?
No, I don't know this story.
I went okay, so like Raid Shadow Legends, I don't do their ads anymore because they hit me up and they were like, do this ad. And I did their ad because they have a fucking 5-page script. And when I did the ad, I did that. Welcome to Raid Shadow Legends. Raid Shadow Legends does this. You can pick this character and do this. And I was doing that voice. And they were like, we don't like your voice. You can't do this. But I did everything they wanted to. And they were like, we'll approve this ad, but you're doing the voice. Raid Shadow Legends.
The whole like the script they want you to read like it's a fucking trailer. Like, enter a world of 3D entertainment masterpiece. Like that whole shit.
Yeah. And they were just like, no, we're not going to take it.
Well,
I was like, well, I'm not fucking not going to do that then.
You've all done Raid Shadow Legends, right?
I've done a lot.
Yeah, because yours is huge. You have a giant community that plays with you, right?
Raid is probably
Join my team today. Fuck you, Eli.
Raid is
All of you have monster.
so a lot of those what do you call them? Mobile games.
Yeah.
They don't last very long. They last a year and they're gone. Raid has been around for like 5 years.
Yeah.
And they keep coming back and sponsoring, and so like they're killing it, I guess.
Dude, that mobile app money?
They make some money.
GVAN, real quick. Can we like talk shit about Raid? Are you good with that?
I don't care.
Okay.
Raid's not gonna watch this.
I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, I
No,
don't actually know.
Still does
I don't know if
their
they're
ads
still
and stuff.
sponsoring us. I don't know. So yeah, I don't care.
Okay.
Oh, God damn it. Demo Rants no longer like us. We cut him off forever from
Aren't
the
they
Raid.
Russian?
They're either
think
they're like
they-
I think a lot of the
Either
media
Russian or
companies that
Japanese. I don't know.
the media companies were Ukrainian, but then like some of them have ties to Israel, but I think they were like heavily based in China. Like originally they're Chinese.
Those sound like Chinese apps, yeah. Those are definitely
Yeah.
like
I thought they were
money-making.
Russian though. Maybe not. I don't know.
I
don't
can't
remember.
do that accent. I can do an Asian one just fine.
Hello, my
Japanese-
friends. This is APS Russia again.
Yes, well, there we go.
Maybe they would have been happy if I fucking did your voice. I don't know.
Hi, welcome Ray Legend. You join us, we love you. Okay, we give you free money. You join right now. Join Big Cody Donor Operator team that crush everyone. Also, check out Demolition Resort.
I had an ad deal from Carvana, who's those like car vending,
No
vending
shit.
machines.
Yep.
And
Car vending
and they sent us the script that we're supposed to read and everything, and I was like, it's kind of weird, but whatever. So we did it all sitting in my El Camino, and then we green screened it to make it look like I was driving, but it was like really fake. Like I'm like, hey,
Oh, wait, I remember that.
like doing the talk. No, it never went live. I'm doing the talking points. At one point, I'm like hanging out the window, and then like I have my feet up on the steering wheel. I'm pretending like I'm steering. Totally fake. And they were like, it looked kind of too realistic, like he might be driving, and that looks unsafe, and we don't want people to do that.
That's the one you had to go over the top fake, right?
Well, no,
I swore you sent me something about that
I maybe
video.
sent it to you.
Yeah, I was like, man, this
but
sounds really
it never
familiar.
went live because I was like, I'm driving with my feet, and it's an obvious green screen.
It was very
and they were like, some people might not know it's fake, and I was like, we're not redoing it, and I just said no, and they were like, all right, and they were like, you have to redo it. I was like, I'm not doing it.
You should have just put like the background as something ridiculous if you already filmed.
Yeah,
it
like a
in front of the
dinosaur or something.
Yeah,
you know,
exactly.
like-
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Driving through Jurassic
Yeah,
Park. or
but I was like, I'm driving. I was like, I'm driving with my feet while I'm doing the talking points. There's no way anyone's gonna think that's
You're
real.
in the Tesla Roadster going by Mars. Like,
I swore, weren't you like doing crazy stuff with your feet too? I swore.
I don't remember. I don't know. It was a couple years ago, and I just didn't do it. I never posted it because the deal fell through. When I was like, I'm not gonna make it look faker than it already is.
Some of those companies out there, if you want a tip of advice, free advice, is let the dudes or content creators just do their own piece.
you know who's got the best fucking ads in the entire business? Internet Historian.
I've never watched them.
Really? Internet Historian has the best ads because he does like NordVPN, Raid Shadow Legends, whatever. Like he does his own shit, but it's more of his content. It's fucking hilarious.
Yeah,
He's the
if you
only
can put your
creator.
own twist on it, it's so much better.
It's like you guys were talking about. It's like, how do people put your ads on murder? Like what I do with the police shootings and stuff. It's because those people let me have creative
Flexibility.
preference on what I do. It's like that's why they do it, because it sells, because I can put myself into it.
You can make it genuine.
Yeah, absolutely.
Versus, here's a script you have to read. You're like, oh man, this is not. I started just doing it's like, and then they give 20% off.
You can tell the creators that don't give a crap about it, which I've had ads like this, because you only say one sentence at a time and then it cuts.
Yep.
Because you're having to memorize some weird stuff. You're like, and this is a blah 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 blah. Cut. And the best thing about it is blah blah blah. Cut. And the thing I like most about it.
I'm feeling real fucking attacked right now.
I just hold the phone up now. It's way easier that way.
I started out my last, like I had a PDS debt fucking ad the other day, and I just started out and like swishing a fucking whiskey glass. I'm like, "Are you in debt?" I know I am. And they fucking let me roll with it. I'm like, "Oh, you guys are rad." Okay.
So Muscle Rod Brandon, he did an ad. I think it was like a Raid Shadow Legends, which is hard because they have a lot of weird words to say.
Yeah.
He couldn't even make it through a sentence. So it was like, he was like, my favorite champion, cut, is Brutus because cut. His magical sage powers, cut. And it was just like cut because he could not make it through a sentence. And I like text him like, good job on that ad, bro.
Fucking nailed it.
It's like you couldn't memorize one sentence at a time.
Also, I love the people who just completely mispronounce, like, Greek mythology kind of, champions or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they have no clue how to say these. Which, to be fair, they don't fucking tell you how to say.
Yeah. I don't know how to say those.
They send you the ad reads and it's broken English, and you're just like, oh, fuck. Okay. All right. We'll try to work through
very
this.
clearly like the ad read is like taken from Mandarin to English in Google Translate. Like, this is going to be fucked.
Ray Shadow Legend, best game ever. 2023. Children love game today. Best fun times you will experience.
Game win-win.
Yeah. You win game now.
And to
Say it word for word.
They're Ukrainian.
Are they? Oh, they're Ukrainian, so you're
Told
right.
you
Yeah,
it's
so I-
Russian-ish.
Well, I think the media company is in Ukraine, but I think the original company is based out of China, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, a lot of those. That was the funniest part because, Jake, I know you know about this fucking grind set. As soon as the Ukrainian-Russia war popped off, a lot of those people dropped off the fucking map.
Yep.
It was wild. They were just like, excuse me, friend, I'm sorry. I know we have business dealing, but office building currently being shelled.
Our attorney speaks up, too. Our attorney's over there, by the way.
Yeah.
So,
Jake's very
Jake's
good at
over
ad
here.
reads. He got some ad reads down packed. That's what I love most is you can just belt them off because you've done all the ad reads for how long? 8 years.
Speaking of which, would you like to come do Ghost Bed?
Ghost bed?
Oh my God, do you want the best sleep in the world, Well, I can tell you the greatest bed and mattress product in the world. It is from GHOSTBED.com, Today we are talking to myself and Mexican version of myself to talk about the great deals at GHOSTBED.com. Every mattress has 20-year warranty. You can try out for 101 night. If you don't like it, send it back. No hard feeling. And one of the best parts of the GHOSTBED is the cooling technology, senor. I know what you're thinking. ¿Por qué? Sí. Because if you're like me and you're in Texas, the nights are hot and you need the cooling technology. See, GHOSTBED also offers all the bundles. See, you don't even really have to think about it, senor. Just choose from 4 of their mattresses and you got a bundle, senor. So whether you need the mattress or the frame, or you want it all, like the cooling pillows or the sheets, you can get the best bang for your buck. That's right. Right now, if you use unsubscribe at ghostbed.com/unsubscribe, you get 50% off everything. Everyone loves discount to that value. So very big. That is half. Go buy the best bed you can with ghostbed.com. Actually, on a serious note, all of us use GhostBed now. It is all the rooms here at Unsub, my bedroom, the pillows, the sheets, everything is GhostBed. You spend 30% of your life in a bed. Upgrade your stuff and save 50% while doing it. Go check them out. They're a fantastic company. And we support them. Code unsubscribe. Go 50%. Do you have GhostBed?
No, but I can do it
Why?
because I've heard it 1,000 times.
I don't even know what this is.
What that was a convenient place to cut to
Yeah,
where
that sounds
Ghost
great.
Bed.
GVAN, if you don't get this GhostBed ad, and GVAN's like, he didn't have a GhostBed at this time. I'm like, never mind.
I did it last time with Adam and Eve. It fucking pissed me off. I was like, God, it was such a good natural
you're like,
Adam and
"Yeah."
Eve integration.
Insert Adam and Eve here. For
Insert
5
Adam and
minutes.
Eve. Ghost Bed. Like, fuck!
Yeah, y'all's podcast ads are so easy because you could read.
Yeah,
Right?
literally.
You're just allowed to just read it.
Hi,
That's-
guys. Welcome to. I tried not
That's
to.
so nice.
Or we'll put in like Henry Cavill or Ryan Reynolds, and I'll just have his lips move over it.
When do we get to do ads?
Whenever you want.
I feel like I'm like, this is really shitty to ask.
Yes,
we do
anytime. I always feel so bad to make my friends like, even though you're part owners.
My friends who are also getting paid.
I'm like, man, I can't ask them. They're probably busy today. I'll do everything. That's my dumb mind. So I'm like, I'll just do it real quick. It's fucking fine.
Do you do
way.
that?
Yeah, I'm like, it's okay. I gotta do this. I'll get the lighting on good. But that's what we usually
Use code
do.
donut. Oh, I'm sorry. Use code unsubscribe.
Why don't you let us do ads? Use code donut right there, Brandon. That reason right there is why we do it.
Understandable. Have a nice day.
Okay, so it's 2024. We're about to go in there. I want to know Demo's big fucking. First off, Happy New Year's, by the way. If you didn't know, it is this is the New Year's episode.
My pointy hat back.
We're drinking. We're celebrating. We might do a shot if the guys are down for a New Year's shot.
Oh dear.
Okay.
Oh, snap! Jake, God, you're beautiful. Our lawyer is prepping the shots.
Is he a lawyer? Why do I keep saying that?
He's a lawyer.
He's
He's an actual
He
lawyer.
actually
is
is
a
a lawyer.
He's
I
our
didn't know
lawyer.
this.
Yeah.
I need to talk to you after this podcast, Jake.
He's really
Actually,
good.
Jake, me too.
Jake, I might need to talk to
I'm
you.
in trouble, Jake.
I did a thing this morning.
Papa,
with
don't
Brandon.
preach. I'm in trouble deep.
I'm like, wait, what? Is this serious right now? But for 2024, Happy New Year's, everyone out there. We love you. What are your big resolutions this year?
Oh, resolutions?
Yeah,
Okay.
dog. Fucking, we got to touch base on them.
I'm going to quit drinking right after that shot. Just kidding, I'm not.
Good.
I won't either.
I know.
You're like, this podcast needs to succeed. You're not drinking.
Yeah,
You're not
but
going to stop drinking.
Another decade before you're like, this is a problem. And then you're good.
Yeah, probably. I don't really have any resolutions. Y'all have resolutions?
I always try to do one try.
I never do anything. I'm pretty good. I'm a
Dude,
good
you're
boy.
The most wholesome family, everything. That you're the one.
That's just what it looks like on the internet.
I know.
No, to be fair, in our friend group, like you kind of have your shit.
Oh, yeah, compared to you guys. Oh, man, I'm an angel.
I mean, honestly, fair. Yeah.
We're like, how does he hang out with us? Jeez, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel bad about some of the things I do in my life until I hang out with you guys. I'm like, oh, man.
I'm a cancer boy.
I'm doing great.
You're like, those guys are okay. I'm fine in life. I can do whatever. I will get by. You have none though. You're not like, hey, or a big project or something. You're
I mean,
excited
goals.
For,
I got
this year.
goals. Yeah,
Hit
like
that
I mean,
fucking goal.
it's the resort. Like I want to get it open. Like not like open, but like soft open. You know, where we have like people there often, which we kind of did with the range day. That was our first thing, and great success. But yeah, I want to have like regular people coming not to shoot guns. You know, so that's the real big goal in 2024.
Scary, dude.
Yeah. We're gonna open a little RV park so people can come camp by the river and stuff, which would be cool.
Which the river is beautiful down there.
Yeah, it's
right
super
behind
pretty.
the resort.
Did Heather go out there this week? She had texted me.
She might go.
I think her and Caleb are gonna go out there and do something.
Yeah, she
do something. Was it today?
Was it?
might
Or
be.
her and Caleb and somebody else. I don't remember what she said, but
But yeah, she took a couple of her girlfriends out there.
yeah, they went out there,
Yeah, they
and it's cool. I love that y'all want to do that. That's awesome.
yeah, everyone wants to hang out there.
What do we want to shoot?
Oh dear.
Not vodka.
9 mil, 5.56. What are we thinking? How do we end it?
9 mil.
I love actually. All my friends can go like this. I'm like, everyone's carrying, even around each other. What are we thinking? Whiskeys?
It's up to you, buddy.
Up to you.
I will let Eli ring us in.
What is our guest one?
Whiskey or tequila, not vodka. That'll work.
Why was who put the tequila by me?
Is that brand new?
Jake, did you
Yeah.
do that?
Wow.
Wait, Jake, did
Racist.
you?
Tequila is from agave, so I would love to see some Japanese tequila one day. Awkward.
Get over her show. You're drinking too.
Hibiki. That's what I was thinking.
What? Hibiki?
Hibiki.
What is that?
Japanese whiskey.
Bam!
The official glass right here.
I do. You see that?
Fancy.
Yeah. Do you want one?
Fancy. Like,
Eli, Get over here. You don't want to do it on camera? You have to. You're part of the team show. And GVAN and fucking all these fine people over here.
GVAN's been doing shots behind the editing computer this entire time.
We'll say something we're happy for this year. Boom. And everyone can think of something. Hey, there we go. Now we have a full team. We got beautiful people all around. I just want to say thank you, all you amazing humans out there that are watching, supporting each and every one of us. We truly appreciate it from the bottom of the hearts. And make sure 2023, awesome year. And next year, 2024, is going to be even more amazing. I promise that. And continue to crush your own goals. Don't hold back. Don't be afraid of shit. Get rid of that safety net at the bottom of your life. Just fucking go. That's all it takes, is just trying in life. Don't worry about the bad shit that can happen. You can push through that. So
Don't point at me when you say bad shit. That just really makes me feel uncomfortable.
The bad shit, like Brandon.
Yes, like this.
Vote early, vote often.
But cheers. Happy New Year's, you beautiful sons of bitches out there. From the entire Unsub team. And GVAN, you're here too. We love you. Cody, get in here. I didn't get to tap you. Tequila.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
That's actually really good.
that was real good. Brandon, you sipping?
I'm sipping. Way to call me out, buddy.
You said yeah. Just want everybody to know Brandon did not take that. So he actually doesn't want to have a good 2024. You said we had a great 2023, and you're right. Like I feel like all four of us freaking killed 2023, and especially this podcast. I just want to say I'm really proud of you boys, because y'all started this a couple years ago.
Yeah, 2.5, if that.
And I feel like that's when a bunch of podcasts were all starting up, and the market was very flooded, which it probably still is. But yeah, you guys are killing it. I mean, I just looked at your views today, and it's like insane. So I'm actually really proud of you. I'm proud to know you guys, proud to be friends with you guys. This podcast is amazing and has gone further than I ever expected it would. Not because I don't think y'all are great, but just because it's hard. And that quickly to grow this fast, it's pretty awesome. Good job, boys.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Well, you sweet.
Nick too, Mr. Fat Electrician, even though his episodes passed mine up as the top ones on Unsub, but it's fine. Whatever.
Fuck that guy.
He sucks.
I appreciate the Unsub audience for taking me in as one of your own, even though I was not one of the original members. I still appreciate you guys.
You've been on a ton of episodes, though, so you basically are. Yeah.
A ton. I basically built Unsub, but
Brandon's been on like 20% of us.
Yeah.
When you break down the episode count.
I was sitting in the cuck chair for a while. It was a long con. It was a long time coming.
When I was on the first one, I was on what? That was like number 10 or something, or how, do you remember?
38.
Oh, it was like wait, okay, y'all have been doing it for a bit. Okay, cool. I don't remember. Yeah.
That was still like we were still getting shit together. I think we're technically our first guest though, or one of the first guests.
What number ish are you on now?
138.
Jeez, that's
Show,
crazy.
what number are we on? 38. Ah, nailed it.
Wow.
Fucking.
I was thinking last year, like with the squeaky chair.
When I broke that
have.
chair.
Yeah.
Yes,
Broke the
that
chair
was
as I was sitting in it.
Yes. Was that the last episode? Or was it?
That was Christmas.
It was Christmas.
That was Christmas. And his chair was like wimpy the whole time. At the end of the episode, I stood up and smashed it. Wasn't that?
Yeah.
I was wearing my Christmas thing. We cut the sleeves off of it. My sweater.
I thought the Christmas one was with.
It was with Kentucky. Was he there too?
I don't think so.
Oh, well then I'm confused then.
I'm so confused. Were you on the Christmas episode or the Kentucky
I thought so.
episode?
So Kentucky wasn't on the Christmas episode.
Okay, so that
He
was
must
just,
not have been. I was thinking he was, but I think it was Brandon, and I broke Brandon's
100.
chair.
Yeah, okay.
Kentucky was 100.
Yeah, that's it.
And
Okay.
Brandon and I were Christmas, and we smashed that chair.
I forgot about that. Yeah, you were like fucking kicking these chairs.
Because you legitimately did break that chair when I was sitting in it.
We found out why they squeaked. Jake fixed it. He decided to
Dad mode
Yeah, he
engaged.
was just screwing it.
Our attorney fixed the chair. So
That's what we pay him for.
we paid him $300 an hour to fix that chair.
Friend, attorney, handyman.
Farmer, dad. We will miss you, Jake. Dude, you're an amazing.
Yeah, Jesus
human.
Christ, that was a eulogy.
Yeah, wait, what's gonna happen to him?
What's going to happen to the goat?
Is he okay?
Oh, we love Jake.
Have you ever seen that meme where it's like the Jurassic Park? It's like the little girl. It's like your first deployment to Iraq. What's going to happen to the goat?
Oh God. No, I've never seen that.
Speaking of, thank you guys so much for not smoking yourself this holiday season.
That's the best
we
thing
had-
I've ever heard, Cody.
That was a weird way to say it.
Hey guys, I know a lot of you wanted to. I just want to thank you for not doing it. Your message from Cody, don't it?
Everybody goes through their own holiday funk, and everybody goes through their own shit. But we appreciate you guys for staying here with us because we appreciate you guys for an audience. We wouldn't be here without you guys.
Absolutely.
And legitimately, thank you.
Yeah.
Go on, Bill.
No. We had that good holiday episode. We had Bill and Tim Kennedy on, like Goldberg and Tim Kennedy, and that was a good episode. And I've gotten many emails myself saying like, "Hey, you helped me through this holiday season." I'm sure Unsubscribe email like got a bunch of stuff saying thank you for this holiday season. Like, thank you for getting me through that, and like we appreciate you guys. That was awesome.
Well, and it's like to piggyback off of that is Cody's, Brandon, even Matt. They're not making that shit up. One of our happiest moments, and we have text to prove it. It is that back and forth where it's like, holy shit. Look at these positive messages we're getting from all you amazing humans out there that are struggling or going through your trials and tribulations, especially during the holiday.
Why did you say even Matt? Like,
I was thinking that.
You kill kittens.
Like,
it's like even some people like Matt.
You're like, I don't care about humans.
even some people are changed by Matt.
No, but yeah, like you're like one of my favorite. I think you. I will jerk you off in a second.
Thanks.
It is.
let me scoot out of the way.
Yeah, you get out of my way. But it is. We are so thankful and so happy about those messages we get because it means we're leaving a message out there or having a positive outcome, whatever you want to say, and all you. It's what makes us happy. We're like, hey, we help somebody out there. That at the end of the day, all we want to do is make somebody laugh, make somebody smile.
Net positive.
Net positive.
Overall net positive, yeah.
We'll screenshot like a particularly heartfelt comment or something and spread it to the group chat. Like, hey, we stopped somebody from Ryan Reynoldsing themselves. That's fucking rad.
Actually, fucking, if you want proof of that, what? Let me go to
Literally like yesterday.
photos. Dude, I do it like, hey, Eli, this is from Joel. Sorry, Joel, if you didn't want your name
blur
said.
that. Let's.
Yeah, I won't say his last name.
Yeah.
He'll be fine. My little brother John was murdered last night. So his brother was literally just killed. He saved my life twice. My heart feels like it's been ripped out of my chest. But I wanted to just say thank you to all you and the guys for bringing some light into our lives. Him and I shared laughs watching Unsubscribe. My struggles with PTSD and autism have something that you guys have helped me with, and he also helped. But I just wanted to say thank you for helping us and sharing memories together. I wish you all the best, and I wish you and all the guys the best. Thank you again. You're a beacon of humanity. You're a beacon of humanity, brother. I don't know if it means much, but coming from a stranger, but we love you. So Joel, those are the.
And I think that tells Joel, that means it means something to you. You screenshot it in your phone. Like we get those kind of messages. Yeah.
Thank you. Like exactly, it's screenshotting it, and we save those because that means that much to us. We're like, holy shit, that is the goal for all of us at the end of the day. We're leaving a positive message, like always at the end of the day. That's what I care for most. So.
Yeah, it's fun. It's fun to do fun things. It's fun to make money, but that's also really cool to get that kind of stuff.
And that's like I learned that from all you guys. I will say from like starting in this from Freddie, Corridor, Digital, Jake, all these individuals. Watching you all be so humble and appreciative of the audience is my biggest takeaway from every one of you. I'm like, fuck yeah, this is what you need to do at the end of the day. It's not about yourself. It's not about any of that shit. It is about the audience and what they do and how they support you and then how you can support them back.
Well, I think everybody's seen dark times. Everybody's seen suffering in their friends and family, close friends and family. And you had that one little thing that brought you happiness, light, whether it was Unsub podcast or some other YouTube channel, some TV show, whatever, where you could like turn your brain off and just have fun for a second and get out of your dark world.
Something like Demolition Ranch, Matt Carrick.
Yeah, youtube.com/Demolition Ranch will really help you. No, but you have that one thing, that like makes a difference. And it is like everybody's been in that dark place where someone's sick or whatever, but like you can get away, get that 15 minutes of just happiness for a second. It means a ton.
Dude,
it's cool.
It's a world of difference.
I think it's wild to be on the other side of it too.
Yeah,
because like it's wild to have like in the past been in places where you're in a very fucking dark place and you seek entertainment, comedy somewhere like from creators online, and then be on the other end of that where like you're providing that for other people is a bizarre feeling, but it's really cool, and that's one of the reasons why I'm really happy to go into 2024 with all the people here at this table.
Yeah.
Even if you're not, part of the podcast.
Yeah, they didn't even ask me.
Like, fuck that guy. Well, it is like, as I said before, it is you guys wore the exact same thing where it's like, oh, hey, they're motivated no matter what. Oh, hey, they're always positive. Oh, hey, like they use dark humor, jokes, whatever, to push their comedy and then also make other people laugh. You are like, you take away from you don't have the dark comedy we have, but your family friendliness and you're not on yours and be like, hey, welcome to Demo Ranch. Come. I'd be like, what the fuck?
We tried to do that for a while. It wasn't well received.
Never took it out.
Never took.
Never took. But it's
His
awesome
full-time job is shooting down unsubscribed podcast merch ideas.
Yeah, they're like, can we just put cum on a shirt? I'm like, no, that'll never sell. And then you effers buy it.
And then we sent you it's like, what about Cum-alicia? And you're like, no.
Oh, yeah, they did. That's a real one. They were like, can we do Cum-alicia? And I was like, no, you assholes. What is wrong with y'all?
Because we took Demolition and just X'd. We put the circle on dim. And just
Cum-alicia.
Yeah.
I think that was a donut idea. I think.
Hey, fuck you.
I was like,
Do they know we go through a merch with him?
Oh, yeah. Bunker. All our merch is done through Mr. Demo.
it's true. And I appreciate it.
We love it.
Bunker branding might be the reason Tony Gonzalez doesn't get reelected.
You getting some good sales through there?
Yeah.
Good.
That's on
Hey,
yours.
Tony, let me know if you want us to do your merch.
That's all right.
You motherfucker.
By the time he sees this podcast, it won't be
Brandon
relevant.
stands up and smashes my chair.
The fight begins again. Any big content coming up this year that you're super excited for?
All right, here's one big thing that I haven't figured out how to make possible yet, but I really want to make it happen.
Where the brain trust go.
We have another range day, another content creator range day with some other huge names coming up in late March.
Late March.
We shot a Hummer H1 Alpha at the last one. I want to find a Tesla Cybertruck so bad to destroy at the next one, but I don't know how to make that happen.
So me and Cody are both on the list.
And
We might have one by then.
Like, let's get sponsors and let's not even make money. Let's just spend all of our sponsor money on getting a Cybertruck. Can we do that?
We just need Elon.
We might have one by then.
Yeah. So
would be
me
so
and Cody
cool.
we're actually pretty early on the list for
Yeah.
Cybertruck pre-orders. So we just need Elon to come out to one of our range days because he's right down the road.
Yeah, he's 2 hours away.
This is a clip
Less than 2
segment
hours.
that we push on our reels. What do you want to tell Elon?
Elon, first of all, big fan, longtime viewer, first time caller. I appreciate what you've done with Twitter, but we're trying to push a Cybertruck range day as far as destroying one of your beautiful creations that you've made. So
How many eyeballs we'll get on this?
probably about
Trillions.
at least 500 million.
Trillions.
Do that, and that's what's crazy
crazy-
is $500 million is on $500 million is still on the low
That's
end.
very
I think.
realistic.
Yeah, I'm being very real with 500 million.
Yeah.
I know. That's what's fucking crazy. $500 million is a very
We're right outside of
realistic-
San Antonio. Super easy for you to get to. We come shoot a Cybertruck at the next range day.
Cody pitch.
We'll kill the fuck out of it.
The biggest gun tubers in the game. Let's do it.
Your fellow autists want to destroy a Cybertruck.
Come on, man. I've been standing up for you on Twitter for years now. Like, let us kill something. And that thing should be a Cybertruck.
And my Cybertruck will be wrapped like a Halo Warthog because that's what I've always wanted since day one.
I'm so excited for that. It looks so fucking good.
March
You've seen
28th.
those videos, right?
March 28th.
Oh, God.
Cybertruck. San Antonio, Texas. Let's go.
Yep. in downtown San Antonio, Texas.
Right next to the Alamo.
March 28th. Alamo 2.0,
We just open up on a
bitches.
fucking Cybertruck right by the Riverwalk.
I feel like
What
we
do you
could-
mean we don't got permits?
We could pull some strings and make that happen. I know some guys.
God, you're not kidding.
Just like that will be. Oh god damn it, that would be fucking dope. That's rated for 45 and lower.
Yeah, I think all pistol calibers, right?
So 45 is not that. It's really not.
45 is the easiest bullet to stop.
10 mil.
because
We'll
it's like
say
what
10.
fucking like 900 feet per second.
Well, it's like a 9 will go through something that a 45 will be stopped by. It's big and slow. That's the easiest
That's
to
why
stop.
it was made for suppression.
Yeah.
So you could suppress it extremely well.
Well,
not
that's
back in the day.
that's back before armor was invented.
Yeah, and it
Like,
did a
as far as,
great
like,
job.
Yeah, body armor, like nobody gave a fuck. You just big
A
heavy
flak
projectile.
jacket will stop a 45 ACP.
Do they have the higher speed rounds? This actually leads into the next question.
45
which is
supers?
firearms. Yeah, they're like the higher grain or lower grain.
I bought some 45 supers, which are actually a thicker walled case. Have you ever heard of that?
No.
So like an HK USP and a Mark 23, like they're rated for higher pressure than a 45 ACP. They're rated for 45 Super, which would explode at 1911. I bought some, but I was going to make a video and it was just kind of too boring, so I didn't do it. But I haven't even shot them yet. But I have that Mark 23 like you do, and I want to shoot some 45 Supers out of it just to kind of see how it shoots.
45 Super will shoot out of anything chambered in 45 ACP.
Yeah,
it's
but
rated
it would
for
explode.
No, if it's rated for it.
Yeah. It's the same outside dimensions.
Okay.
But it's got a thicker walled case and it's got more powder, so higher pressure.
Okay.
And it just
How
shoots.
fast is
I don't know. I have a chronograph. I just haven't messed with it at all.
Because most people don't know,
definitely
like 45 is pretty fucking weak.
Yeah.
Like it's literally subsonic out the fucking gate.
Yeah.
It is. Yeah.
So I'll look it up. You know what? I got this.
Let's
phone.
do this.
You've got your nightmare brick in your pocket.
Let's see what 45 Supers do.
I want to know how fast those travel. And now 45, why are you saying the Mark 23? Mark 23 went through a very rigorous test in order to be adopted by the Navy SEALs. And what's crazy is that's from the 90s. And they're like, no, it has to shoot, I want to say 30,000 rounds and still maintain
45
it.
Supers are supersonic.
That's
No
fucking
shit.
1,300, 1,200, 1,100 feet per second.
Well, okay, well that's not crazy.
It's barely supersonic.
Yeah, barely.
But
1,300 is going to fucking.
But that's
regular-
also like 1,300 with a jacketed hollow point.
Yeah.
That's
That
serious.
cavity's going to be big.
Yeah. So what is a normal 45? It's like 900.
Yep. 950, something like
So
that.
this is a 230 grain 45 Super go 1,100 feet per second. 185 grain 1,300 feet per second. They're moving.
It's cooking. Now you have to find the gun that could. Mark 23. I think they went through like 20 or 30,000 rounds during their test period in order to hit that combat weapon, and then it had to maintain this a 1 or 2 MOA for that test. They had like
1 or 2 MOA out of a pistol?
Yeah. Did they like have it fixed?
No, it was
or,
a
like,
3. Sorry, it was a 3
Okay.
MOA.
I was like, there's no way.
Yeah, right.
But that's after the 15 or 30,000 round test. So it had
That's
to
crazy.
do all of that,
That's still
then
crazy, yeah.
maintain its MOA at the end of it. They pushed that pistol like
Still, was it like fixtured on that the test?
had to
or-
be, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
You
Yeah,
see
crazy.
the Cybertruck get hit like today? There was a wreck with a Cybertruck earlier
Really?
today on Twitter.
I didn't see
Yeah,
that,
like this car got fucking totaled, but the Cybertruck got hit.
just sitting there, just
Yeah, like the fender was like a little wonky.
Are they super heavy?
Yeah.
Are they like 5,000 pounds or something?
Well, because you got a big ass battery.
battery and their
Yeah.
trucks and
Plus, it's like it's a different like design philosophy because instead of like an endoskeleton, you've got an exoskeleton.
oh
Yeah, and
really?
then a
So
battery
they're
and-
structural on the exoskeleton, huh?
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, but this car fucking hit it and got totaled. It's like in a ditch. And the Cybertruck had just a little bit of like wonkiness on the side. Like it could still drive. It could still drive out of there. It was wild.
just got really fucked up.
Yeah.
Yes, that's as it should be. Because they have an engine on each wheel. A battery
Motor.
on each wheel. And then nothing on the interior but the exterior is
They have
reinforced.
4 motors like
Well, did you see what it beat with the Raptor video? If you want how
Oh, with
fucking
the
fast,
Porsche one.
it's
Oh, I
a
thought towing a Porsche, right?
Yeah,
in the dirt, and it beat a fucking Raptor on the road
it's like it beat a Porsche while towing a
That's
Porsche.
right, yeah.
Yeah.
in the dirt.
But they did.
No,
have they
the
had
quarter
a,
mile.
That was a
In
base.
the dirt.
It was a base model Porsche.
Yep.
Well, yeah.
Well, no, it's pulling a base model Porsche.
No, so there's another one he's talking about.
Oh, I haven't
where
seen that one.
It was
that the
towing a
quarter mile
Porsche
video?
and it raced the Porsche
Oh, see, I haven't seen that
and it
one.
beat it, but it was like a base model Porsche. So I don't know, 300 horsepower, 350 horsepower or something.
420.
But still fast. Like it's a Porsche.
Well, it beat
Coupe.
the Raptor pulling a Porsche in the dirt on a quarter mile.
No shit.
Did you see that one?
That's pretty crazy.
I did not.
The Raptor was on tarmac.
Oh god.
The Cybertruck was in dirt pulling a trailer with a Porsche, and it beat it in a quarter mile.
Let's see
that's-
some
that's always-
independent testing.
That's always what I loved about the Teslas is because they have such a low center of gravity. I will not disclose the speed that I was going, but driving your your Plaid, A, I got it to a speed that gave me anxiety, and B, when I was pulling a corner on your Tesla, because it had such a fucking low center of gravity, it just it freaked me out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I feel like
being
you're
able
about to slide or roll or something, and that thing just keeps going.
Yeah, it just it,
The thing was gnarly.
I had it under 100% control the entire time.
Yeah.
And that freaked me out given the speed I was doing for the turn I was doing. Mango. It was weird.
Can I have a mango?
Do you miss it?
You want a mango?
Yeah, I want a mango. Strawberry.
Do you miss your Plaid?
I miss my Tesla S Plaid more than I've
need
ever
one,
missed a
Brandon?
car.
Are you serious? I thought you were so bored with it when you got rid of it.
I thought I was too, but now that I'm sitting in San Antonio traffic, and it's it's a car that will do completely full functional auto driving. Mm-hmm. And it's like sitting in San Antonio traffic, I could just turn the auto driving on. And sorry, this is horrible, but I would.
You get to work while you drive, and it's the most amazing goddamn thing in the world.
I get to bully Keith Oberman on Twitter.
Yeah, I could text on my phone and just keep a finger.
I'm driving.
And it would go through traffic. But if I wanted it to do 150 miles an hour and handle perfectly, it was such a perfect car.
One of the
was-
few cars that terrified me.
It was yeah. Eli drove it a couple times. That thing was fucking
I
rad.
rode in it and got nauseated because it was so fast.
I ripped.
They're nuts.
How'd you get?
So I didn't go. I was just accelerating fast. And then one of my favorite stories is driving Savannah's, that old Honda, whatever, that piece of shit blue one she had. It was a very nice car. It was just, it's 140 horsepower, and we were going through corners. And you remember I was right on your bumper? I got a text, we were going through these chicanes, and I'm just just yawning through this piece of shit that she's driving. Very nice car. Just very electric and very family sedan, 100-something horsepower. I'm just right on the back of Cody's Tesla driving. He's like, "How do you keep up with me in these corners?" It's
that was my Hellcat at the time, wasn't
oh
it?
yeah, was
Yeah.
it a
Yeah,
Hellcat?
So
or
I was
the
driving an 800 horsepower Hellcat at the time,
120 horsepower?
and
The
he
donut weighed 90,000 pounds.
Eli is driving the electric car, and it was only 200 horsepower, 300 horsepower or something.
Max 200.
Yeah, and I'm driving an 800 horsepower fucking Hellcat, super stock, and he kept on my ass the whole time.
Because it's that.
But the fucking dude, the Tesla S Plaid, it can't compare to anything.
That thing ripped. That was the first vehicle I was like, oh, this is driving any car. That was the first car I remember going full electric. I was like,
Those are 2.90 to 60 or something, right?
2 point. No. That the Plaid was
Plaid?
1.8 or 2.2.
It was 1.
Yeah.
It was 1.8.
What?
Dude, have you seen the new the stats on the new Roadster? The Tesla Roadster?
I thought the Roadsters were 1.9
It
or
was
something.
0 to 100 in 1.9.
What the hell?
0 to 60. I'm
It's
looking right
fucking
now.
stupid.
So the Plaid is 1.9 seconds.
Jeez. That hurts.
That is
was gnarly.
terrifying.
Did you drive that at all when
No, I
I
didn't
had it?
drive it. Yeah, you sold it before I drove it. I just rode in it.
It was the first car that felt like a roller coaster. That is the best way to explain it. It is.
Yeah.
It is.
I
it's
explained it to
quiet.
my dad the other day.
It's totally
like,
quiet.
that exact same way of like, dude, like putting your foot to the floor on the Model S Plaid felt like you're in the chute of like the Hulk roller coaster.
And there's no noise. You just hear the tires. Like, what?
And you're going to 100 miles an hour because we got it. I think I got 0 to 100 miles an hour was it 0 to 150 miles an hour is 9 seconds.
That's crazy.
That is old Lamborghini times. Like that's like 2010 Lamborghini times, actually.
I've driven Ferraris, Lamborghinis, whatever. Like the Model S Plaid was the only car that's ever made me uncomfortable with the acceleration.
Yeah. I mean,
I was genuinely afraid.
that's insane.
It was fun.
It was pretty
I
cool.
want another one so bad.
I heard they're cheaper now. They're like coming down in price.
Yeah.
Electric.
You don't say.
What's a gun you have coming up in the future? I just watched. I don't know. You guys have probably watched it. Did you watch the 545? The AK Granthams just did.
Oh, the
AN-94?
AN-94.
Bro,
That motherfucker.
You don't have one of those yet?
Oh, you shut up.
dude, that oh my
You
god.
let Garantham beat you?
So funny enough,
Come on,
one
AK
of the
guy.
sponsor, I don't know if they want to talk about it, whatever. One of the sponsors of the range day told me that they were buying out an old collection that included an AN-94.
How does it work?
Hyperburst and Brandon
How
knows.
does it shoot the first 2 rounds so fast?
I will.
I didn't watch Grantham's video.
I
yet.
will
This is a
tiz
cool
him out
mechanic.
for you.
Okay, just do it like a 10% tism.
I'll do it in a sec.
No, this is a podcast. Do 100% tism. We'll all put on our special hats and then go.
Well, they told me they had one. First of all, there's 2 of these I know of that are legally imported in this fucking country.
Oh, really?
There
They're that
are
rare?
literally 2.
Okay.
They asked me if I wanted to do a video with one. I'm like, yes, absolutely. I fucking want to do a video with one. They're like, okay, well, that's cool. Just so you know, it's currently in Idaho. I'm like, you motherfucker! You fucking cocksucker!
Immediately. You didn't even. You know the
as soon as I heard Idaho, I'm like, you motherfucker.
You're on the phone texting.
No, he's been trying to hunt this gun down for a while. Like, obviously, it's such a fucking cool gun.
It's the rarest gun in the world, right?
It's one of the rarest military guns in the world. Yeah.
So how does it pop up?
So
This is so fucking dope. Brandon actually tried to work on this.
This gun shoots
Me and you
2
talked about
rounds
this
really
for
fast.
different gun actually.
It shoots 2 rounds really fast, and then it just goes full auto after that. But
So we were talking about a different style of gun. We were talking about the AK-107, which is like a counterbalance system. So the AN-94 is not not counterbalanced technically. What it is it's like a gun that's on a carriage to recoil.
Compensate for the recoil.
Oh
Or
no,
no.
like the entire gun travels backward a few inches.
For that first recoil.
Yeah, as a second round is being preloaded to fire.
in the same chamber, though.
Yeah, same chamber.
Okay. So it kicks it out, shoves another one in as the whole gun's coming back, and then fires another one at
Exactly.
the back position.
Yes.
Crazy.
So as the gun is recoiling for the first time, as you're feeling the recoil of the first round, you're getting 2 rounds worth of recoil.
Crazy.
So it's like I believe the gun gets like 700 rounds a minute, but the first hyperburst recoil is 1800.
Yeah, so like a ridiculous amount.
how do they engineer that?
It's
Is
retarded.
Do they still use that counterclock mechanism
No.
with it? Or is it the barrel? Because it is like the barrel fires and then fires here. So it fires. The
So-
barrel's on a slide system
Yeah.
at the front.
No,
Pop.
the entire weapon is.
Oh, see,
Yeah,
I did not know
it's,
that.
It's like I believe it was the Akaban, I think the weapon system, like that weapon trials. Yeah, they did everything on like a pulley system
No shit.
to try to accelerate the action of the weapon to like basically eject and rechamber a new round and then fire it as fast as possible. So they got it up to like 1800 rounds a minute. It's fucking stupid. That is like full auto Glock speed. That is retarded for a lockup caliber.
Did you see how fast? I mean, if you didn't watch it, he did the bill drill, which he said with an M4 he can get barely subsonic or it's barely sub-second, and then usually it's like a good bill drill is under 2 seconds if I remember
Yeah.
right. and he did
It's like
it.
6 rounds on target.
Yeah, 6 rounds A zone. Blah 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 blah. At 3, yeah. This means he only has to pull the trigger 3 times though. So Micah was like, "Hey, just fucking hammer that bitch, just da 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 as fast as you can." He did the bill drill in 0.8 seconds
Jeez.
because it was like, and they're
Just
that
6 holes.
gun.
Yeah, they're fucking
They're
right there.
touching. That's what's crazy. Is
So it's like before the gun can even move, it's already fired another bullet.
yes, and that's what they were noticing is like no matter what,
You get hit with 2 bullets.
that second round is always less than an inch within the first round.
Can't,
And that's
can't
such like
stitch that up.
that's such army fucking mentality. Is like anything worth shooting is worth shooting twice.
In that gun, they do it because they did that, and then when you hold it down, as you were saying, it turns into full auto.
Yeah.
And then Micah and them were like, "Wait," and they just held it
And
down.
it's 5.45?
Yep.
Okay.
That's a nasty. That was one of the like I watched that video because I love that.
And they never made him in 7.62?
No. It was a military prototype that was supposed to replace the AK-74. It just never happened. And my God, I want to get my hands off that so bad.
Are you going to make one?
I think it's good. No, I'm not going to make one. No, God, no. There's so much about that gun that is so fucking hard to replicate. But I think I will get my hands on it.
What you're the autistic one in this realm. What?
Are there pre-bans? Sorry to interrupt you.
No, yeah, no.
Are there pre-bans?
There is nothing in the United States like that. No, like there's to my knowledge, 2 legally that have ever been here, and yeah, there's no transferables.
That's fucking insane to me. So what is the mechanic that makes it possible to do that?
It's the pulley system. Yeah, it's fucking crazy.
There's actually
dude.
cables and
Yeah,
pulleys
there's
and
literally it's literally a pulley thing. I'll have to dive
insane.
into it. It's
I've
been
never
like,
seen a gun like that.
it's been years since I dove into it. I'll have to show you some.
I need to watch that video. What's that guy's name? Garand? Thumb?
Grandy's?
Okay.
Grandy's?
I'll look him up. I'll search him up. I'll Google.
Grand toes or
I'll
something?
Google that guy. Is that the guy that put the thumb in it?
Yeah,
I know.
yeah.
I've seen him. I've seen him. Yeah.
He put a Garand thumb in.
Yeah. I
Put
know.
a grand thumb in it.
I think I'm subscribed.
Just fucking up everyone's calls and like, God damn it. I hate you.
Speaking of fucking Glock died.
Yeah, Gaston.
Yeah, Gaston died.
We're getting a new kitten. I think we're gonna name him Gaston.
Wait,
Did you see that, Elon?
No, I don't
you
know
not?
this news. No.
Yeah,
Gaston Glock died.
Yeah.
The creator of the Glock
Rip.
just passed away
Is it
the
gonna
other
have
day.
changes? I read weirdly enough literally yesterday, I read a new article about like, hey, they're changing up the Glock on what new weapon platforms are going to be coming.
he just-
out
Does
for.
he still have any
randomly
ownership in the
died.
company? I wonder.
Oh yeah.
Did he?
Oh yeah.
Horse cum. Yeah.
Who am I gonna buy my horse come from?
Yeah. I don't know who I'm going to get my horse cum from anymore.
Oh yeah, that was it. I forgot about that. Yep, never mind. So horse cum. Did you not know this?
No, I don't know
or
what you're
Cody,
talking
do
about.
you want to explain horse cum to
So
a doctor veterinarian?
So if you're
Tell me
going
what
through a
this
Glock,
means.
like a Glock magazine, not an actual like bullet magazine, if you're going through one of their reader manuals, it's like at the end page, it's like, we can sell you horse cum.
because the Glock had a huge equine facility,
okay.
so they bought and sold race horses and stuff like that. So they, as all of them do, sold horse cum for race horses.
I've actually
and stuff.
dealt in horse semen quite a bit. I had a job.
What's the difference between horse semen and
We just
horse
don't
cum?
say cum in the industry.
Okay.
But I had a
Why?
job before vet school where like I worked
Why?
in a lab and we like because it's worth a ton of money for like
no, I'm saying, why don't you say cum?
oh
it's so much stronger.
it's frowned
sound point.
upon.
Hey, look, okay, this is $3,000 a cum.
Yeah.
And this is $8,000.
But yeah, no, dude, people pay a lot of money for a tiny little vial of that and you freeze it in liquid nitrogen and you ship it all over the US. I worked in a lab doing that.
Wait, would you JO the horses?
No, I mean, yeah, no, actually veterinarians do. I've watched it happen. It's real weird.
The she thing?
Yeah, it's called an artificial vagina, and you bring a stallion into a artificial mare, which is just a big thing he mounts, and then
Wait, do horses not know fake ones?
They get excited over anything.
Is it just a hole, or is there a sense off of the?
Well, no, it's like a horse-shaped thing that they jump up on the back of, and then you just put the artificial vagina around the
What,
3 foot long erection.
yeah, but we got a breakdown. any scent or anything coming off the fake thing, or is it just
I don't remember how.
fake-ass
Actually,
horse?
I think they have a mare who is in heat, like in the building, and that's enough to get the horse like super excited.
No shit.
Yeah.
And the horse is like,
I can't remember. I watched it in vet school once. Like we had like a therogenology class, which is like about that, and they
say that word again.
Therogenology, I think. I've had a White Claw or two.
No,
And-
I mean, you sound smart.
But like they asked us, they're like, anyone want to collect the horse? And I'm like, heck no. And some poor little vet student had to go up there. I mean, their penises are large.
I like you whispered penis. on unsubscribe.
Horse dicks are huge.
Yeah,
okay,
there we go.
And you got to go
cock
up
was
with the artificial
fat.
vagina, and you got to catch it while the horse is mid thrust, and he's up in the air too, because you got to think he's mounting this fake mare, and so the horse's head is 9 feet above you, and he is not paying attention. He's and you run up there trying not to get killed, and get the thing around the horse.
His
wee.
You never saw that in Glock magazines though?
I've never looked.
I've never looked at a Glock magazine.
Yeah, like if you go into a gun shop and they have the Glock magazines laid out and you're like flipping through them, the last page is horse cum. Horse.
It says that.
Excuse me. It's
Horse cum.
Imported from
because,
Austria.
because they're selling horse semen from Austria.
I just
it
think
in
this
Doom
brings
font?
like just such a new meaning to "Don't Tell Mare."
It's true.
I just
Are these racehorses? I guess they have to be, right?
They got to be like studs.
That's the only thing that is worth something in horses.
I just picture a Glock magazine. You're like, oh, this is nice. It's like,
They're like,
horse cum in Doom font.
In Doom
It's like,
font.
oh man, I need some of this.
Doom
This
font.
is dope.
That's literally anyone going through the comedy section of Spotify for podcasts. Like, oh well, I could use a pick me up. Come.
I have a new ranch. We could start raising horses and sell their cum.
On the on
He said
Facebook.
come. He said come.
I said it in Doom font too.
But we're only gonna sell it on Facebook Marketplace.
No, we need magazines.
Facebook Marketplace couldn't afford his cum.
You're like, hey, this is fucking dope. Christ. Thank you for that.
I forget that I don't like coming here.
But why? We get to touch everything. It's great.
Yeah, it's-
Okay, what is a new piece of content you're looking forward to this year? What is something big where you're like, fuck yeah, here is the pinnacle of what I want to do?
I'm gonna peak this year. No, that's pretty much it. I mean, what I've already said is like getting people to actually be at the resort all the time, and then the next range day, I really want to like make it epic.
You have the are you trying to get it done before, was it April 8th?
Yeah, the eclipse. So that's what we're shooting for, is to have it open and have guests staying at the resort April 8th. We're not ready yet, but yeah.
What happens April 8th?
We have a total solar eclipse coming right over my resort. It's going to be sick.
It's very rare.
I've never seen one before. Ever. Have y'all?
No.
I've never seen one. Like the moon passes in front of the sun and we'll make it dark at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. It's going to be nuts.
It was random enough. I
We had like a
text you
partial one
In
last year,
October.
right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. A couple months ago, there was a partial solar eclipse, which I'd never seen that either. That was neat.
and I text you about that randomly, and you're like, holy shit, we're releasing a video. It was like a couple days, or you're doing something about it right after I text you
Yeah.
about that. Because it is a 4 minutes and 30 seconds of actual total darkness.
Darkness in the afternoon.
So you
And
are
it
going,
hasn't happened here, and it like won't happen here again for 40 years or something. Like it hasn't happened much.
this is crazy. So what will happen is where Bernie just magically aligned for both. So you're getting a total eclipse that will last for 4 minutes, 30 something, 28 seconds. And it is a full reset on even animal cycles where
Really?
yeah, you're going to see like the animals naturally reset. So your crickets come out at that time. Normal daylight animals were like, oh, it's bedtime. So it's a weird reset that happens
Crazy.
during
So
this time.
randomly, deer will just start darting in front of your truck.
Brr, it's now.
Y'all want to know about deer and cum also?
Yeah.
So yesterday, so
You
the
guys
last
want to know?
You want to know
last-
about deer and cum?
the last 2 years, last year and the year before, we filmed just a
Cody
video
leans
showing our whole arsenal.
First, you had my my attention.
you guys were there shooting the whole arsenal. Remember 2 years ago, you won the 50 cal.
Yeah.
So that was the first time we got all the guns out. We got all the guns out, and did that year. We did it again last year. The videos do really good, so this year we're like, let's just do it again. We have new guns, so we got all the guns out yesterday, and I guess it's the rut or something where deer kind of like running around horny, and so we had these 2 bucks chasing this one doe all around the range as we're setting up the guns, and we go down the table. We're like loading all the guns, so they're loaded on the table, and we go down. We spend 2 hours loading all these guns, which is scary because they're all just laying on the table with one in the chamber. And then the freaking deer run down straight at, we have a line of, 40 yards of just tables with guns on it. And the deer runs straight for it. And the doe jumps over the table as we all go, ah! And doesn't touch a single gun. And the bucks run off the other way. But we were like, why were we not filming that? We're all just sitting there loading, and this doe just dives across our table. Anyway,
Loaded guns.
Loaded guns. And I was like, what if that would have been how we got shot? Like, finally, something goes wrong on Demolition Ranch, and it was something we never would have predicted. A deer
That's
killed
some
us.
Final Destination.
Yeah,
shit.
a deer shot me. How'd you die? I got shot by a deer.
A deer jumps, hits the table, guns start firing.
Yeah, because, I mean, some of them are Glocks with 0 safety. She could technically fire that at us. We were trying to be so safe, and this deer just jumps over all these loaded guns. It was crazy.
We should kill her now.
When's that video go live?
Next week.
You're like, hey, are you doing it better than last time?
No, it's still just, it's lame. It's just all my guns, but people watch it. I don't know. Actually,
do people watch it approximately 8 minutes per
No,
ad?
they watch. Yeah. No, actually, this one I was like, I'm bored with this because it's a boring concept. Let's shoot all the guns, but people keep wanting it. So this year I was like, we're gonna shoot them as fast as I can. And so I was going through as fast as like racing, and we did it in half the time we did less guns last year. So
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
How many guns are you at right now?
I don't know. A few hundred. I don't know.
Hey, come on, ATF. Don't ask that.
Oh,
fucking
sorry,
question.
sorry.
Who do you work for?
ATF.
What are you? The ATF?
No, you have dude, your new guns you've shown off. You're safe, I think. It looks amazing.
Thanks.
With the lighting and everything. It's like my favorite
sick.
thing. Walking and I'm
You
like,
love
man.
some good lighting.
And that, as you said, was your team hated installing the lighting.
Oh yeah, it was a pain in the butt.
Yeah, you have the honeycomb.
Yeah, it was like every little piece was a different piece they had to install, and I was glad I had someone else helping me with that.
It looks nice.
It looks sick.
Does not come connected.
Good
in
job,
this.
James. Way to go.
You literally have to build it like piece by piece.
It came in a box that's like this big. I'm like, but that light's like 10 feet long. How does that work?
You opened up and you're like, oh, team.
Yep. Oh, well, I got a meeting. Good luck.
Oh, I see. That looks like a plan for other people.
Guys, what are your New Year's resolutions as we close this off?
Brandon, what's yours?
Why are you looking at me, man?
They're like, I got 0 right now.
The way it's looking, 2024 is going to be fucking interesting, man. I've either got
Your 2024 is going to be wild.
yeah. I may or may not be a congressman. I've got a lot of things, man, in the works that the vast majority of which at time of recording I can't talk about, but we've got a lot of irons in the fire.
You do. You have like infinite irons in the fire, which is cool. That's why I like you. It's exciting.
I was joking with Cody earlier. I'm like, man, whoever's writing my fucking season finale for 2024 is absolutely off their fucking rocker, but I'm here for it.
Yeah, it's going to be good.
Because you have,
It's gonna be a wild year.
what are you doing now? Like, if you, actually, it's a great question because I don't even know. If you become congressman, how does that affect the podcast?
I'll still do
We'll
it.
digest this together.
Not only that, not only will I, well, so when I'm not in session, I'll still be able to, I will be spending as much time in Texas as humanly possible because I fucking hate DC. It's one of my
It
most
is crazy
hated
how
cities
much you'll
in the
have to
country.
go there. It'll be a lot.
I hate it. I really do.
How often?
Whenever they're in session. However, if you guys want to, I spent some time at Congressman Gates' office. He's got his own podcast studio in his office in DC, in the Capitol. So we can actually set up a podcast studio in DC.
Jake's saying, yeah.
Yeah.
Is it going to be?
That would be cool.
That would be really rad to be able to do podcasts basically at the Capitol for all intents and purposes.
Can you still say the 3-letter C word you guys say a lot?
Which one? Come. Yeah. Oh, God, yeah.
3-letter.
I'm like, I couldn't think of a three-letter C word that offended me. I'm like,
I was so confused. It's like, what is it? I thought it was like, what?
look, there's a 4-letter one that people don't like, but
You love that one.
Are we fucking each other in the Capitol building and filming?
No, that's just for the Senate chambers.
So you'll
Like,
be doing
it's
that.
different shit like that. I'm like, man, there's not a goddamn thing I could do that will actually be a disgrace to the office.
That'll be an interesting time period for, I think, your YouTube, because this is the first going into it where it's like, hey, YouTuber that has a very successful following in business is also congressman, also podcast, each little thing of it. And you're like, hi, got to do this on the side, or is it going to be your main thing now?
It's going to be a little bit of both. Like, I'm going to take it very seriously. Like, this is in my eyes, it's a very serious civic duty. Like, this is public service.
Yeah,
in
I
my
think
eyes.
that's what's different about you is I can see a lot of guys doing it just because they're like, I have clout, I can get votes, but Brandon's like actually seeming to take it very seriously, which is why I think you have an actual good chance to win.
Yeah, you want to make a difference. You're as Demo saying, it's not using it as like clout. It is, hey, because you've told us multiple times, I don't think a lot of people out there, you don't look at this as something, what's the saying? It's like for anyone in office, it's not one.
It's not a career. Yeah, this is not a career for me. This is just something like, there's a bad vote in office, I want to take him out. Like, this is, it's going to be fucking interesting because this is the first time that somebody like in my position is going to be doing this to a career politician, essentially, or somebody who would be a career politician.
Yeah, and you're like, I'm stepping up to the plate just to make the changes that you feel as an individual and as a community that you represent. Like, hey, I want to do this the right way for your beliefs.
Yeah, and worst case, it's a real good wake up call to somebody who's been making some questionable votes. Like, hey, you almost got your fucking career taken by a YouTuber. How does that fucking feel?
Nice slap to the face.
Fuck that guy.
Yeah.
And then Cody, what are your 2024?
I have 933 videos on my main channel. I'm not gonna do YouTube like after next year. No, I'm gonna finish out like the year maybe, but I'm done with police content, and I just
Really?
yeah, dude.
I hadn't heard this.
Yeah, I'm done with police
I
content.
watch every single one of your videos, though. I really like
Shut
them.
up, man.
What am I gonna watch when
I
I get Chick-fil-A DoorDash to my house?
I love watching Donuts videos.
I do too.
I live for them.
I'm done with it. I'm fucking done with it, dude.
You have these two heroes.
What do you do? What are you gonna do?
I don't know, dude. I'm
good for you.
I'm at 933. I might try to finish out 1,000, but I'm gonna be done with the main channel.
Sweet. I'm proud of you.
Yeah.
It's a cool move.
I'm fucking tired of this shit, dude.
How many videos do you have up, Matt? Total.
More than that, because I had the Vet Ranch videos and then my my vlog channel and the Demolition Ranch. I've got, I would say, probably a couple thousand, maybe.
Jake, how many videos does he have? Yeah. 3,000.
Is that true? How do you know that?
I was really curious about that too. I'm like, Matt, it's like, Jake, why the fuck do you know
Wait,
that?
does he really know that?
Oh, that's
To what?
the other thing we can't talk about.
Oh, yeah,
right
dude.
now. Yeah,
No.
the other New Year's
Man, I really have
resolution we can't talk
I
about.
have 3,000? That's crazy.
You were so
I'm quitting too.
You quit today. You just announced your retirement. You're like, well, I'm done. It's fucking great. I loved it.
So
go to
let's
Social
see.
Blade?
Yeah, I'll go Social Blade.
Yeah.
Demolition Ranch has 668. And then the vlog channel has 1,000. No, I don't have 3,000, Jake. You're crazy. Yeah, it's 2,000. I was right.
Okay.
Your lawyer's wrong.
Jake, what the fuck? How can we trust you as our law attorney, our bird lawyer? We can't trust you at all now.
But it is hard. I've been doing it for over 10 years. And I just have to keep finding more things that are interesting. And yeah, Demolition Ranch videos are not super interesting to me, which is why I'm focusing on the resort this year because it's fun and it's different. And
How do you get past that now where you're like, hey, this is no longer interesting, or it is that struggle because as an
You can't get
artist,
past
it
it.
is the hard. If you guys want to know one of the hardest thing is when you hit writer's block, creator's block, or something where you're not interested anymore, and with age it gets harder, in my opinion. It's a fucking struggle. You're like, dope, I have a great idea. Man, I just don't even fucking
I'm
want to.
tired, balls.
I'm tired, boss.
Especially if you're comfortable. Like if you're
Yeah.
comfortable, it's really fucking hard.
Yeah, I did it when I was hungry. You know, I was like, I was ready to work 80 hours a week, and now I'm like, I'm bored with that. I want to try something new. I want to do the resort because that's challenging to me. The Demolition Ranch videos are not challenging, and so I put, you can tell I put less effort into them. It's obvious.
No, but
I don't know if like it's the same for you, but like I miss the me when I was broke.
Yeah, that was a cool time.
That really kind of hurts me to say. But
Hard worker, you know, like
Yeah.
hungry you. Which I am broke again. I got a big debt now at the resort, so it's fun. Like
Is that what-
it lit a fire.
Is that why you did it?
I don't know. Well, okay, 2 reasons. You were like ready to end the podcast, and I'm like, well, let's talk some more.
I'd rather it continue going.
So I have little kids who are going to live in my house for 10 more years. My youngest will be out of the house in 10 years, and we've made a good amount of money, and I could retire right now. Like my goal was to be able to retire by age 35. And so when I got to 35, I could retire. Like I was like, I could stop right now, sell everything, and have passive income that would allow me to just do whatever I want. But I still had a 6-year-old kid in the house, and I was like, he's gonna remember, like everything he remember will be dad being lazy his whole life.
Yeah.
And so that was why I did the abandoned mansion project, because I was like, well, let's challenge myself, and I work really hard, and I did for 3 years, and then the house was done, and I'm like, well, now I could retire again. So I bought the ranch to have a reason to leave the house and go work, and he sees me working all the time now. And yeah, but as soon as he leaves, I'm done. I'm retiring. But yeah, I don't know. I think if my dad worked really hard, I watched him work really hard, and that, you know, like I wanted to make sure my kids don't think I'm a lazy piece of shit. It doesn't work because they didn't see me work, you know, until 3 a.m. every night editing all those early videos because they were babies, you know?
Yeah.
So that's
one of the things, like even in my dating life, like later on, is like I was worried that people wouldn't see the amount of effort I put in like early on.
Yep.
Because like I remember like not sleeping for 2-3 days in a row.
Yeah.
Because I was editing videos, or I was like coming up with video ideas, like doing spreadsheets, whatever the fuck. Like people won't realize the amount of effort I put into this.
Whistling Diesel actually just posted a story today, I think, or yesterday, and it was a graph that showed like all these years of like no views.
Yeah.
And it said what no one sees, and then it showed 1 year of just crazy views, and he says what everyone thinks I did, you know. And it's like, yeah, like people don't see that.
That's real.
And
That's really real.
Yeah.
That's real.
I'd rather talk about, like, for me personally, I'll talk about that. I'll extend anything for that, because that's what people don't understand. It is how much effort you put in for years before something pays
Before you
off.
hit
And it motivates
something,
all these beautiful humans out there. It's one of their favorite segments now is, hey, like, this didn't come overnight for a majority. Cody, you live downstairs in your
My
parents'
mom's basement. Yeah.
for how long?
Fucking 2 years before
And that's while doing police stuff?
Yeah, while doing the police thing. Yeah. And then like it started popping off all of a sudden. But for 2 years, I was streaming and making YouTube videos at the same time. And it was fucking shit, not even 12 hours a day. It was like 18 hours a day.
You were like a zombie probably.
Yeah. It was bad.
But you came out like, I remember when you started, dude, we started talking when Cody was at like 20,000 YouTube, I want to say, give or take.
Yeah, it was like 2016 we
Yes.
started talking.
Yeah. No shit.
Oh, yeah, I've known Cody for a long
Fucking hell.
I started making Demolition Ranch videos in vet school, and I thought maybe it would go somewhere. I was making like $50 a month. And so instead of studying for my vet school board exams my 4th year, I was just out in the woods making videos because I was like so excited about it. And I failed my veterinary board exams.
No shit.
And so
you
I
failed the first set?
Yeah. And so I had to wait another like month and a half while all my other friends went and got their real jobs as veterinarians. And I couldn't work yet because I didn't have a license. And so then I stopped doing YouTube it was maybe like 3 months actually. I stopped doing YouTube for like 3 months and just studied for the board exams and passed it the second time. But yeah, I freaking failed veterinary board exams because I thought YouTube was cool.
And you didn't do it for, probably in your head, it wasn't, especially at that time. I will say at that time, you weren't like, I'm doing it for the money.
No, it It was
just
it was fun.
genuinely
I did
loved?
it. I was doing it for money, but not money. I was doing it for enough money to pay for ammo.
Yeah.
I just wanted free ammo. I thought that'd be awesome.
It's like back in the day, YouTube didn't pay out. Like that wasn't a career, and it wasn't cool.
No,
Nobody-
I
nobody
didn't tell.
thought of YouTube
I
as
didn't
just
tell
cool guys.
any of my friends because they all would have thought I was a loser.
Yep.
It's like you're doing YouTube, like you're a piece of shit.
Yeah,
Like,
it's like he's a nerd.
All my cop friends thought they're like, oh, you're gonna do YouTube, you're gonna leave the force and do this, and like everyone was like, that's not gonna happen, that's not gonna work, you're an idiot.
Well, it's getting doubted, and even you started. A lot of people might not realize Cody didn't start as police content. You were Minecraft. You were video game.
I didn't know that. Really,
Yeah, dude.
You were doing Rainbow Six.
Yeah, I was
back in the
doing
day?
Rainbow Six, Minecraft.
I didn't know
like
that.
Rust videos.
Huh?
Yeah.
That was all your first. How many videos before you did a cop video? It's actually an interesting
God.
story because it was that hard pivot. Because it was the pivot of like views, no views. You're like, okay, this is my content from
Yeah,
now
it
on.
was like 20 videos before I was like, hey, this guy fucked up in this one thing on cops, so I should probably tell the media that they suck. And
But that
started
was
doing that.
genuinely like a canon event kind of thing. Where like the media was getting it wrong enough that you just decided, hey, I really need to tell the real story on this.
Yeah,
And it
yeah,
launched
absolutely.
your entire career.
Yeah, for sure.
What was that first one that you did?
Keith Scott. Fucking.
I
Jesus. If you wanna
really
go
like that
into
because
it.
it was messing with one of the
half of his eye.
You were telling a story and you're like, yeah, it's just super important to me. I was like, Cody's eyes are all fucked up right now.
No, it was. If you guys want to get into it, it was Keith Scott. I think it was 2016. It was this guy, and he had a gun, and he started to raise it towards police, and they shot him, and they killed him, and the media was like, oh my God, they killed an unarmed black man, blah blah blah, and they did all that shit, and there were riots in Charlotte, North Carolina, near where I lived, and there were the riots caused $3 million worth of damage to the city. And I was like, no, that's not what happened. I'm like, no, that's not the thing. I saw it on video and like no one was seeing that. And I made a video saying, look, this dude had a gun. He was raising it towards police. Like, what are you talking about? And that's where my first video came from that blew up. And it got 200,000 views. I was like, shit, maybe I should keep doing this.
You're like, hey, okay, here it is. And same for Brandon, what was your like? You were the slow roll because I truly appreciated your climb in the YouTube space because you didn't change. You're like, hey, I'm the AK guy. I'm going to break down this stuff. And then you expanded like a lot of individuals do. Angry Video Game Nerd, who was Angry Nintendo Nerd originally, he's like, no, I got to expand into something bigger. You're like, I love the AK platform, but
Yeah, so like I knew like the AK platform, like it was gonna be like pretty niche, but to be honest, like the thing that made me switch from the AK guy, quote unquote, into Brandon Herrera, which is my name, was really funny because it was like a personal pet peeve. I don't think I've ever told this story. What made me switch from the AK guy to Brandon Herrera on YouTube formally, which I'm really glad I did because I did it right before I really started blowing up on YouTube. Was that friends of mine I knew, like, guys like Polinar Tactical and whoever, like guys who were like, I still consider like really good friends, like people that were friends with me early on, like when I very first started in the grind, were introducing me to people at SHOT Show and different things like that. They didn't know my name. They didn't know my real name. They're just like, this is my buddy, AK guy. Like, God damn it, man. Like I actually try. I'm like, I try hard. Like I try to do good content. You fucker.
AK guy.
I'm still AK guy in your phone. So it's actually
Mine is Donut Cody in my phone.
Donut Cody, mine's Cody.
I'm so not offended by that because literally a month ago, I just changed yours from Eli Double Tap to your actual name.
I need to do the same.
Mine's Eli Double Tap in my phone.
It was Eli Double Tap until like a month ago. I switched it over finally.
Yeah, I need to do that because my brain, I'm like, blah.
I know you well enough now that it felt weird to me to keep you as Eli Double Tap. I'm like, all right, well, that's just fucking awkward. I'll change that.
Dude, my best friend growing up, Casey, love you. I don't have his number saved on my phone. I just type it in every time because that's how I've always known him is
That's
by
funny.
his phone number. So to this day, still,
He is not saved in your phone?
nope.
That's funny.
I get to do this. I go,
It brings up a number.
Yep.
and then I go like that. we talking about you. That is how his name will always stay.
That's
it's
funny.
just a fucking plethora. of
I leave it
numbers.
as however I enter him. Like my roommate across the hall in college was named Diego, but when I first met him, I was like Diego 334 because that was his room number. He's still Diego 334 in my phone.
Dude, that's
Like
what happened.
15 years later.
You're Dr. Demolition Ranch in my phone.
There you go. Yeah.
What was your first video that you felt like, hey, okay, here, this is an actual career choice now?
Okay. So the
Can I guess?
yeah.
The 12 gauge?
That was when it was like, so I had a video that went super viral before that, though. It was a dog and a deer playing with a soccer ball. It went on the Ellen show. It's called Dog vs. Deer.
Wait,
What
hold
the
the
fuck?
fuck up. Thank you.
I'm
I'm like,
in the
wait,
same
what
pla-
the
I'm like,
fuck
what the
is
fuck?
this?
So this was I was in college, and my brother found a baby deer and took it home, and my little sister bottle fed it and raised it.
Is Drew?
This was my brother Mark.
Okay.
So Drew was little at this time. This was a long time ago. And so my sister bottle fed and raised it, and it grew up with our pet dog, family dog. And so there's this video my sister took of it playing with a soccer ball in the front yard. It's baby deer and this dog just like wrestling with the soccer ball, and it was super cute. And they showed it to me, and I was like, "Can I put that on my YouTube channel?" Which is in like 2006 or something.
Oh, Jesus, you are fucking
I'm guessing.
YouTube
like-
just started.
That's
No,
like 9 months after YouTube.
Yeah, that
like,
was
first
it was.
came
I
out.
bet it was 2006. I'm guessing, but I think it was around then because I was in undergrad, and I uploaded it, and it was like a month later that it went viral, and it went on the Ellen DeGeneres show. It went on Anderson Cooper. It went all around Japan and made a bunch of money in Japan. And that was when I first was like, oh dang, I made like $1,500 on this one video.
Fucking rage, bro.
And
You
I was
quit right there.
Yeah, actually, wait, no, it was vet school. It was after, so it would have been like 2009 probably. Now that I think about it, it was vet school, right? Yeah,
dude.
And
Just
so
imagining like Anderson Cooper being relevant in 2006.
no, it was
blowing
yeah,
my mind.
I'm
yeah.
just saying they never would have shared that knowing that Matt was going to be a
Right.
kind of a two-way.
No,
like,
not to
YouTuber.
where, yeah.
And so then it was a couple years. I tried after that to mimic that and try to make another. I filmed every fucking animal I could find trying to make another viral video, and I couldn't make another viral video. It was because you
Baby
can't.
plays with deer.
Yeah, I was like,
Okay,
Maybe mauled by
can we just
deer.
talk about like the fact that, God damn it, Demolition Ranch just got here on the podcast. Like, oh, I never had a viral video, 12 million subscribers. Like, I couldn't get another viral video. after
No, I mean,
that.
so no, I tried for 2 years I just thought I'll just film cute animals all the time and I'm going to hit another one. And it never happened. And then I was finally like, well, screw it. I'll just film gun stuff because that's what I like to do. And I started just making gun videos just kind of for fun. And then we put random crap in a shotgun shell and shot it, and it went viral.
Yeah.
And it got shared by other big gun channels, which were at the time Military Arms Channel, Iraq Veteran, like those kind of guys.
All 4 of them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, no, seriously.
Oh, I know.
Dude, yeah.
Trust me.
there were
I
not many.
remember old YouTube very
Yeah.
well.
I remember. So here's a story I don't think I've ever told anybody but you. I told you the first time we hung out, which was, God, I don't know, fucking 5 years ago, 6 years ago, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
I remember starting my first gun channel, like real
Mm-hmm.
gun channel, a long fucking time ago. And I deleted it afterward because I realized that women smell nice and I didn't want to do YouTube. Yeah, jokes on me.
Wait, okay.
Yeah,
rewind.
well, because I have multiple channels before my first channel.
You're like, I'm never getting laid with this.
No, seriously, because YouTube was not cool back in the day.
No,
that was
yeah.
not a
Nope,
cool
it was
thing
not.
people did. I had two.
We did it
like,
before it was cool.
Exactly, we're hipsters.
Oh, yeah. We did something before it was cool.
We did it.
But I remember, like, I grew a fucking gun channel to a few thousand subscribers, and you had subscribed to me, and I had subscribed to you.
Mm-hmm.
I won't say the name of the channel because I'm sure it could be dug up somewhere. But I remember like, oh, cool, Demolition Ranch. It's a cool guy, whatever. And I just like to this day, I'm like, oh God, he's at fucking 12 million subscribers. I could be there. That could have been me. That could have been me. Damn it.
Sorry.
No.
Dude, isn't it crazy? Like, when you rewind, Corridor Digital.
Yeah.
Jake's a great
We watched them
example.
forever.
Good job,
Yeah.
Jake.
Oh yeah.
Dude, I mean, they it was great watching when we filmed the police. What was the skit, Jake? That you put demo for like 0.2 seconds in?
Yeah, I was there for 5 hours. I was barely in it.
Tactical
that's right.
Reload
Yeah.
3. And you still text me and you're like, I still text my kid. I showed my kids, it was like, watch me in this 1 second clip.
Yep, that was
That's
me. I'm
Bad
the one who
guy
died
too.
right there.
I didn't know you were in that.
It's because I was like in it like that.
Dude, they were like, cool. We got fucking Brad Pitt killing me.
I was there for 4 hours. I was in it for 3 seconds.
Way to give yourself 3 seconds.
Yeah, might have been.
So
I always give myself a
and-
little more.
Me and any Heather skit ever.
Basically.
Hey, this last
I just
one-
die in all our
Well, I
skits.
was I
Oh
I
my
had
gosh,
a pretty good.
that
pretty good,
last
yeah.
one. Let me just give y'all props. I was like, dang, it was funny the whole way through. It wasn't like, I don't know. It just seemed like y'all went hard and it worked. I don't know if it got views. I didn't look to see how reviews were,
It's
but like,
doing good. It's
I
doing
watched
good,
the entire thing and I was like amazed how good it was.
I remember getting sent that video, and it was like seeing it was 9.5 minutes. I'm like, oh god, that was a real production.
Yeah.
Like, that was a big deal.
It was.
Shout out to fucking Eli too, man. Thanks
You
for helping
fucking did a
direct
great
that.
job.
Were you directing it?
You wrecked that.
It just
shit.
looked like
Everyone
people.
did
It looked like real, like passion went into it, and not just like let's make a video. You know?
No, like
It was awesome.
Everyone, like from G-Man,
you,
knowing
G-Man.
shot listing,
Like
going into
Caleb
it,
sitting there
and then
pointing
you
his
all
revolver
acting.
at everybody was
Dude,
like
shout
the
out to
funniest
fucking
thing ever.
Heather.
And then Heather, like
Heather's
Heather-
writing on that one.
She wrote
shit
that?
out of it.
She wrote the entire thing.
was so
that was
good.
Fucking amazing.
We had to hear about it so much from Cody bragging about his girlfriend. It's so annoying.
He's so
just
cool.
like just to die.
He has a girlfriend.
What a fucking hetero.
Yeah, we're like, oh, that's great. Stop bragging about your girlfriend.
It was so good.
But all Brandon and I do are die in it.
We just-
Mine is literally dying.
you
It's
make
like
a really
me and
good villain.
Blonde
We all
me
just
dying
die.
and Blonde with.
Yeah. You're the villain. He's the henchman.
I remember watching the night before we recorded it. I remember watching Die Hard all the way through for the first time in like fucking 10 years. And like asking Heather via text, like, should I do a German accent? And then remember Hans Gruber does not have a German accent. Like watching it in the movie, I'm like, never mind, Heather. Sorry.
Alan Rickman.
Such a good. Y'all crushed it.
Yeah, that was pretty
You
good.
fucking crushed it.
No, you all crushed
Stop
it.
it. Stop it.
Let's just jerk each other off. Real
No, you're breathtaking.
No, but y'all are just crushing each aspect of it. I love the motivation. I love everything you guys are doing. Because all of you, it doesn't happen overnight. Fucking the biggest thing to take away. How many years did it take for you to get to your position where you're like, I don't have to be a fucking doctor?
I started trying hard in 2013, so it's 10 years. But I was doing YouTube for like 5 years before that. But 2013 was the year that I said, I'm going to try to make this work. And that's when I really started pushing it. 10 years ago.
10 years.
Yeah.
You?
Was doing YouTube since 2007.
Cody?
Yeah, I started in 2016. It took a fucking couple years, man. It was like 4 or 5 years.
And this is people living in their basements, giving up. They're still working on the side as a doctor and a veterinarian, which is fucking mind blowing to me. 'cause
My
you
side
went
job
through
of a veterinarian.
8 years of. How many years did you do of
You're
school?
a doctor,
Yeah,
kind of.
4 years of undergrad and 4 years of vet school.
Fucking 8 years of college. How many? And then you were just working your entire.
Well, I
time.
dropped out. Yeah.
Yeah, but you were supposed to be a lawyer.
Yeah, weren't you trying to be
Yeah.
a lawyer?
You were gonna be Jake.
I was gonna be Jake.
Could have been that.
God, I could have been that. I'm not that sexy, man. I just I can't do it.
You piece of shit.
And you guys each, they made that sacrifice, that the mindset of was like, hey, this can turn into something bigger. Yes, you could have made a lot of money doing what you wanted to do. Not you didn't graduate yet. But each of you continued through your process and like, I still want to chase this dream, and make it bigger and better than I could. And that is that removing the safety net and be like, hey, I'm going to continue this process because I want to see what this can lead into. And then look at you fucking now, which is my favorite thing.
Handsome as hell.
Handsome, be fucking 6'8",
6'9".
jacked as shit, 6'9", 6'9". Everyone's tall as fuck because they believed in it.
All you gotta do is
We
believe.
all got taller.
Just believe. But at the end of the day, they grew into something fucking amazing because they weren't like, hey, here's what I can accomplish. That's it. Instead, they were like, no, I want to be something better. I want to continue and push myself into another avenue of success and watch it take off. And that is why I surround myself with individuals like this. And I suggest you all do the same because that is how you
Just
get in that next.
surround yourself with successful YouTubers, and everything is going to work out.
But you're gonna know beforehand. Cody, what I love is I can say I knew Cody before 20,000 subscribers.
That's crazy.
Just wild. That's the first
is
time I ever
true.
heard that.
That is
That's
crazy.
fucking wild.
and look at where this.
I would not
man-
have hung out with him if he didn't have subscribers.
Fuck that.
Never. No, Eli and I were DMing each other before fucking.
Yeah,
Like,
he
it
was
was
like,
like,
"Bro,
hey,
you wanna
like,
play
to-
fucking what was the game? God damn it,
Shit.
PUBG."
Yeah, PUBG. We played
PUBG.
PUBG with each other.
And I got
remember-
your first dub on PUBG.
Yeah, we did.
That
I was chasing him on PUBG because I met Drew before you.
Yeah.
And you decided to play PUBG one day.
There were people. Okay.
We got our first dub.
There
on
were,
PUBG.
people, there were people telling me that I should collab with Donut Operator, and I don't know why, but there was some like fat cop that I had seen a photograph of, and
Dude,
I
I
just
love
assumed
fat
that was
cock.
you because I was like, it's a fat cop I've seen online, and I was like, yeah, Donut Operator, it's probably him. And then I saw you, and I was like, that's not Donut Operator.
That's
He was
not
fat.
cop.
You
I thought you were a fat bald guy before I met you.
You did a zombie map on PUBG. God damn, I forgot about this.
You're trying to kill me?
Like fucking Matt did. Yeah, he did a map on PUBG where there's like everyone can play as zombies. So there's like 100 zombies. And I was one of the zombies. And I was trying to catch up with you to tell you about my YouTube channel.
oh my god.
Wait, this is real?
I forgot. I completely forgot. But you said PUBG. It made me think about this. But yeah,
That's funny.
there were they because I was a PUBG partner back in the day, and like I was one of the people that helped with it. And yeah, they developed this new map where you could have 100 or 99 people, and then like one person trying to get away from them or something like that. And I was one of the zombies. And I knew that Karika was on there, and I think Drew, your brother, got me into it, like managed to finagle me into it. And we were all chasing you on a map, and I just wanted to tell you about my YouTube channel.
I just picture a zombie Cody's like, hey, have you ever heard of Donut Operator? Let me bite you.
I don't want to kill you. I'm a friend. Don't shoot me, please. Don't shoot me.
I'm just imagining Cody just like knife fisting his way, like, hey!
I was just jumping over everything. I'm like, Matt, Karika.
Good times, man. Good times.
But everything came from something. It's
That's
like
pretty crazy.
All of us had humble beginnings. I'm still at that humble beginning,
I
but I get
remember-
to hang out with dope people.
I remember when we were like we were nobodies back
Y'all
in the
were
day.
fucking-
The fucking.
I remember that. Y'all were so drunk.
You don't have to remember.
Fuck you.
Give us 10 minutes. We end this podcast. the aerial gunnery, when we were just sunburned in the back of a fucking truck in the middle of fucking nowhere,
yeah.
Texas.
I was there.
Oh, you were there.
was
Holy
there.
shit.
Yeah, dude.
That was the first
That was
time
when
I
he
think I
told
met
us
you.
about
Holy
killing
shit.
kittens.
And I brought my Uzi, and it didn't work.
That was, oh my God.
Yeah.
That was our first hangout as a group because I rode.
Yeah, you were there.
You were there too. Holy fuck.
I rode
yeah,
with
we rode
him.
together.
We drove
Yeah.
together to Dallas.
That's right.
And
God,
then-
that's wild.
Yeah, I remember that entire story because
is
your
crazy.
Uzi didn't
My
work.
Uzi was just jamming all over the place.
We were lighting
Still does.
cigarettes next to a gas container.
Yeah, that night.
This is my character is the adult in this situation.
Yeah.
We are 30-year-old men at a gas station at like
Behind
midnight.
a gas station.
Behind the gas station at midnight.
In the dark.
Smoking cigarettes.
Leaning on a propane tank, smoking cigarettes. And I'm like, can we go somewhere like over there to smoke cigarettes or something? You
So
dummies.
you want fucking inspiration? As we're all hanging out and doing this, I was so fucking broke. I missed my flight the next day. I couldn't actually switch my flight. So I rented a car
To
drive all the way back to North Carolina at the time
Jeez.
because nothing would clear on my credit card except for a rental car.
Dude, we were literally in the back of a fucking 7-Eleven. All of us people were in the
And,
back of a 7-Eleven. Just
Leon Lush.
Yeah, Leon Lush was
Half
with
a
us.
fucking decade ago. Jesus.
Yeah, we were drinking and smoking cigarettes and trying not to blow ourselves up.
Just
This
hooligans.
is pinnacle.
I forgot
And
about
it is
that.
humble beginnings. If you don't think you can achieve anything, trust me. We all have the most humble beginnings.
We all hung out behind a gas station in the dark.
We did.
I love it. So you're like,
We all did the sloppy toppy behind the Waffle House.
oh, it's fucking amazing. Cody, close us out, and we'll go into the portion of the after show on Patreon.
Bye, everyone. Thank you for coming to the Unsubscribed Podcast. I'm joined today by Eli Double Tap, Brandon Herrera, Demolition Ranch, and Donut Operator.
Happy
Thank you
New
for
Year.
coming. Happy New Year.
Where do we find you, Demo?
I'm on this new site called YouTube.com. It's pretty cool.
That sounds good.
Yeah.
How do you spell it? You.
I don't actually know. It's just you.
YouTube.com.
UTOOB.
Find him. He's growing. We hope
On the
much
come up.
success. On the come up.
On the count.